Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Look at you go. The one-trip grocery champ, snooze button resistor, master sock matcher. We know the daily grind can be tough, but amidst the hustle, we see you conquer it all. And at Scooters Coffee, we believe it's the little wins that deserve some big moments of joy. So go on, embrace that tiny triumph. You master parallel parker you. Take that victory lap and savor the sweet taste of success. Scooters Coffee, you didn't just order it, you earned it.
The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association welcomes you to tonight's game.
We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other.
Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
CRN, the Community Radio Network, welcomes you to live coverage from Kenan Stadium at Chris Smith Field. And day number 2 of a quest for a state title. Tonight, the big one. We're ready for that one, Clayton and Grimsley. But we got a little appetizer before the main course on this Friday as we welcome you to coverage for the second day at Carolina, the home of the Tar Heels, and the state championships for the state of North Carolina for 2025. And right now, we get you ready for the 6A championship. A second-time appearance for the Watauga Pioneers. And boy, have they come out in fine fashion, a roaring crescendo. And the Pioneers reached the 4A regional finals on 2 other occasions, losing in 06 and 07. Watauga has finished a runner-up also since 73. And of course, we await the Middle Creek Mustangs for the 6A championship, their first ever time being here. So a team's second time, a team's first time. It is state football championship time. Welcome to coverage. Wesley Outlet up topside in the famed, legendary Woody Durham broadcast booth in the Lenovo Broadcast Center here high above. Thank you to Sinclair Broadcast Group. Thank you to Q Tucker, Brandon Marie, Julie Kidd, everybody with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Had good meetings with them this afternoon. It is a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor for CRN to carry all of the 8 games. We're looking already to do basketball for their championships and regionals. We got a good one here tonight, Robbie. This is a battle between Watauga and Middle Creek, the battle of the Pioneers and the Mustangs.
Yeah, and you know, Wesley, you're exactly right. But, you know, you've got an undefeated Watauga squad coming in, I think, at 14-0, somewhere in that ballpark. And, you know, what historically used to be a running squad, now I was watching film this morning, and they like to just sling it around the field too. They're going to come out running a zone read offense, getting the balls out quick on quick screens, posts, and quarterback reads on RPOs, as is Middle Creek. Middle Creek's going to do the same thing. So, you know, what we saw all yesterday were 2 defensive struggles in those 2 games with some contrasting styles. I think today in game 1, we're going to have very similar styles of football, so it's going to come down to which defense can get some stops.
Well, we're going to check in with our All-State sideline reporters in just a moment, but Mark Coates had a little trouble getting in thanks to the band. But you did make it, Mark. Good evening, my friend.
I'm here and accounted for, okay?
He is. What are we going to be watching from these two teams, Mark? Right? I know it's not the big one we're looking forward to tonight between Clayton and Grimsley, but this is Middle Creek. This is Watauga. Here's a team's first time to the dance, a second time for Watauga, but they never won the championship. What's it going to take that title tonight?
Consistency, execution, discipline on both teams. I know Middle Creek. I had a friend that coached there for years, but I know they have turned that program over and new coaching staff and everything, and just the last few years, and here they are in a short time, at the state championship. Watauga has been a proud program from the mountains that has been consistently good year in and year out. Just hope to come out here and see a competitive game between these two tonight, and may the best team come out on top.
Jackie, we're a lot more refreshed, pumped up, and ready. An electric heater beside your body as you run the camera.
It's in front of me. Okay, I'm sorry, Mark. Robbie, love y'all, but it's right here.
We got one. We'll break it out.
But we do have to shift down a little bit though, guys, so I can get in front of the camera.
Yes, a little shifty. Okay.
Unless if you can move my cord down some, I don't know.
We'll move you to the left a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So our buddy that
maybe if I move this way, it'll give the chair a little bit more.
I can take that.
Yeah, there we go.
Electric heater.
While we're
Mark,
adjusting,
can we put the electric heater in the middle of
but
me
it's
and
live.
you?
It's live, people.
Fine,
That's what I was going to say.
But no, I'm super excited. I woke up this morning. I know it's not the game that we're getting ready to do, but I'll just go ahead and say it. I woke up this morning in a dead sweat, and I was like, "What in the world?" Like I had the dream that Clayton played Grimsley and we won by 3. So fingers crossed. That's what happens tonight, and I just leave here in a drenched sweat like I woke up this morning.
Let's check in with our All-State sideline reporters. It's presented by All-State. As here comes the Watauga Pioneers adorning Carolina blue on the blue of the Tar Heels Keenan Stadium field, holding the American flag, the Watauga flag, and more. And Braxton Cutchin is going to be covering them on the sideline. What are you watching tonight, BC?
Yeah, I think a high-profile game. These two teams had a great year, like you said. Watauga defeated, but Coach Ryan this off air, but he was a former coach at Fuquay-Varina High School, where I went to school, the rival of the Middle Creek Mustangs. While this is the first ever matchup between Watauga and Middle Creek, it is not Coach Havoc and Middle Creek's first run-in.
And now, the Middle Creek Mustangs, based out of Wake County, only 38 miles from Keenan Stadium, separated about 200 miles from Watauga, their opponent. But here comes the Eastern Regional Champions. First time to the dance, the Middle Creek Mustangs. And covering their team tonight as our All-State sideline reporter for CRN is Kim Winslow. Kim, good afternoon. I know you're ready for a great game of football, especially the one later tonight, but what are you going to be watching this evening for this game?
Yeah, before we get to that game tonight, we got a good one tonight. You mentioned this the first appearance for Middle Creek, and we've seen that over the last couple of days. First appearances for team Middle Creek comes in with 2 losses, but when you look at who those 2 losses came to,
that's right,
being Garner and Cardinal Gibbons.
That's right.
If you're going to have a loss, those are 2 pretty good losses. What's going to be key, I think, for Middle Creek is when you look at Watauga, sometimes you don't know how they're going to line up on offense. They do a spread offense. They might do a wing tee offense. They are, and if they do their no huddle, it's really hard for a defense to get lined up and cover it. So that's going to be one of my keys tonight.
Middle Creek Mustangs 11-2, Watauga Pioneers 14-0. But Mark, that means nothing, right? Because you've made it to the state championship game. This is it for the title right here, buddy.
That is correct.
Robbie, you want to add anything more to that?
Yeah, I was going to go right where Kim went on the scheduling from Middle Creek. Losing to Garner and Cardinal Gibbons, you're talking about their 2 losses come to a team that played in an Eastern Regional semifinal that lost to Gibbons, and then a team that lost to Clayton, who's here playing for the state championship tonight. So their resume is extremely good at Middle Creek. Now, so what it's going to come down to is, sometimes you get into these state championship games and you may or may not get the 2 best teams in the state, the best from the East, best from the West. They may have played each other in their own area.
Right.
But now you get the best from the East and the best from the West, and let's get after here at 4 o'clock.
Let's pause now for the play-in of our national national anthem here at Chris Smith Field at Kenan Stadium as we get ready for the 4 o'clock 6A championship. The electricity is palpable. You can feel it from up top side of the Novo UNC radio broadcast booth. And we are getting you set for the kickoff, the 4 o'clock game, the 6A title on the line. The Middle Creek Mustangs and the Watauga Pioneers coming up next. First, we're at the top of the hour. We need to pause quickly for 10 seconds of station identification. This is the North Carolina State Football Championships on the Community Radio Network.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Getting closer and closer to kickoff. As a matter of fact, it's about 80 seconds away from the coin toss. We're ready for another fun night. What did y'all do to rest your voices to be ready for this game today, Mark? What'd you do? Nothing? Just a good night's rest? What'd you do, Robbie?
That's all I did. I went home and did the same thing. Good night's rest. You know, get up this morning, eat a nice breakfast, and get ready for the afternoon.
There you go. I tried to call you earlier, but it went right to voicemail. So. Jackie?
I had my Jersey Mike salad. It was great. It was delicious. I'm trying the whole no bread thing, Mark. It's not working that well, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I did no bread on my sub so I could have cookies later.
I got you.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we have donned a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here tonight, media radio wise, than there were yesterday. Yesterday we were riding solo. We've got our buddy Dave and everybody from WSJS in the house. They're going to be covering the game tonight between Grimsley and Clayton in Winston-Salem, and of course Hickory tomorrow. Watauga Radio is here. Chris Hooks with Kicks 102.3, the JoCo Sports Radio. We know them from other games they've covered this year. They're going to be here as well. Our buddies at Sinclair, I was able to run into Jason Halter and Patrick Keenis, and ironically, the league play-by-play announcers are running to the bathroom all at the same time. So go figure, right? We're 10 minutes to going on the air, and we're all running to the restrooms. But it's always great seeing them, and obviously we're about ready to get this game started, the coin toss, and we're about ready to see this battle, this game here. Middle Creek Mustangs, based out of Wake County, and well, according to Braxton, he's glad he's covering Watauga because, Braxton, down to you, there's kind of a disdain between your alma mater, your alumni, and Middle Creek through the years, buddy. You want to add more to that for an all-state sideline report?
Yeah, absolutely. Being a Fuquay High grad, Middle Creek wasn't exactly our best crosstown friend, to say the least. There was always a kind of a deep there. When I was in school, Fuquay beat Middle Creek with a playoff spot on the line for Middle Creek. They didn't go to the playoffs that year.
Wow.
Playoff hatred kind of ensued from there. In baseball, my junior year, we beat them for the conference championship. Mercy ruled them. Some more hatred built there. Senior year of high school, we beat Middle Creek at Fuquay, put them out of the playoffs in baseball as well. So, I mean, and just year after year after year, it seems like there's always something on the line between those two. And with them being separated by 15 minutes, not even, there's the part of that
Guys, I'm Mr. Wilden going to be your referee. Yeah. Mr. Davenport's going to be your umpire. Guys, come together, shake hands, introduce yourselves.
Let's go down to the referee for the coin toss. Dave, you picking it up over there? Okay, bud. We're actually syncing WSJS and CRN for the referee, so we're sharing today.
We're sharing
this.
Guys, congratulations on making the 6A North Carolina State Championship game. You both deserve to be here. Guys, I want to see good sportsmanship all game long, no matter the outcome, no matter what happens, good sportsmanship. Middle Creek, you guys are the visitors. You're going to be calling the toss. That's a tails. That's a heads. That's a heads. That's a tails. What is your call loud enough for Mr. Davenport to hear? He called tails. If I drop it, I'll do it again. It is tails. He called tails. You guys have won the toss. Your coach told me he wanted to receive the ball. Okay? Your coach said he wanted the kick from this direction. Okay? So when I count to 3, you guys are going to spin around.
So basically, Middle Creek has won the toss. They're the away team, the Eastern champions, and they will defend from left to right from our broadcast position, and Watauga will kick from right to left of our broadcast position. The best way to describe where we are here at Kenan Stadium, and obviously that is from the end zone west to the bell, to the bell tower. Yep. Nice way of saying it. And obviously, Mark, how important is it for Middle Creek to get the football here first?
Well, from what I understand, you have 2 explosive offenses that love to sling it around. So let's see if Middle Creek can get the ball and come out here and establish themselves on this first drive.
I want to remind everybody that obviously the Community Radio Network is the flagship network of the Clayton Comets. Now, obviously, we have the privilege, pleasure, honor, distinction to broadcast all of the state championship games, but we will let you know that when we begin pregame at 7 o'clock up till Grimsley Clayton, it will be a CRN Comets flagship broadcast. You'll hear Comets insignia, logos, all of our promos, everything that we have sponsors-wise. I do want to throw that out there, but we will still call the game to the best of our ability. And I woke up feeling very Clayton likeness today, man. I'm feeling very Comet-esque. There's one of them Wesleyisms again, right?
There's a Wesleyism.
It's a great day to be a Comet. What do you think, Mark, when you woke up this morning?
Every day is a great day to be a Comet.
That's right.
Every day.
Special about this one,
like
though.
Billy Jones says.
Special about this one, though, and that game coming up in about 3 hours and 50 minutes time. But for right now, Robbie Burrell, we got a 6A title to determine between the Watauga Pioneers and the Middle Creek Mustangs. Kickoff about to happen.
And they
That's interesting.
Went a little bit of a little juke on the kickoff. Like they're going to go onside, and now they're going to go deep with it. So
kick it to the right. It's going to drop it around the, 17? Yep. Here we go. About the 13, he'll come out with it, and he'll quickly go to the Middle Creek sideline. And here we go. So Mr. Junior kicking it, started it. Harrington Jr. for Middle Creek getting it going. And now we bring out the offense, and obviously led by Lex Savella, the junior quarterback. What a talent he is. This will be fun to watch here right now, obviously, Robbie.
Yeah, right out of the gate. Here's zone read, right out of the gate. Try to establish something. They came out in a trips formation to the right-hand side and went zone on the backside. So that's a good way to kind of stretch the defense right out of the gate. And again, this first 2 series may be scripted. So they may know exactly what they want to do and see how the defense reacts.
Lex Savella right now, it'll be a 2nd and 6. Sun coming out after a day of flurries and snow and spitting rain. Sun now dawning over Kenan Stadium. Get to around the 35, maybe the 36. Number 0 on the carry of Jaden Spencer. That's the running back senior. And Mark, he just went right up the middle of the Watauga defense.
He did, and they've got it marked like a first down, but it's okay.
Wow.
Yep. They're calling it third down, but now it's first.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be short.
Yeah, John Wilson Mills, 15 for Watauga, made the stop, but he kind of got driven back after he made first contact.
Here comes another chance to break away for Spencer, but Watauga defense was there again. Number 15 and number 4 on the stops of John Wilson Mills and Everett Griner. It's Everett Griner now a second down.
Yeah, and again, you know what
Pick up a 2.
Middle Creek's just trying to set the tone and see what they're going to look, what different kind of zone defenses or man defenses they're going to get. Have not tried to throw it yet. Straight run.
Run it up.
Running game underway, and that is Spencer running, driving. There is a flag on the play. Correction, there's 2 flags on the play at exactly midfield. So the referee saw 2 things. And the referee quickly chimes in before he even makes the call and said it's holding on 14. Is that going to be on TJ Ally or Matthew Leon?
Holding on the offense, number 14.
There it is.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Second down.
So Ally called for the penalty.
Yeah,
holding 10-yard penalty.
And again, the running back broke the ball out to the edge. And that, again, we talked about yesterday, it puts the outside blocking receivers at a disadvantage because they don't know if he's busting it outside because they've got their back to the running back.
Right.
And that's what he did. And when the defender tried to get away, the instinct is just to grab him.
So a backup of about a second and 18?
Second 8.
Right, yeah, because they only back him up 10 yards from the spot. There.
Yep. It happened past the original line of scrimmage.
He got the first down and more. They just back him up 10 from there. Here we go now. Seville. Oh, yeah. Sevilla and a catch made. Number 12. He's running. One man to beat. He keeps on his feet. Now he drops at the 3. Number 12. Nicholas. Wow. Bacardi. What a drive there, Mark.
Slant pass across the middle. Young man takes it for a significant gain down to about the Watauga 4-yard line where it is first and goal for the Mustangs.
And, Robbie, your opening series, you want to bust through, get to the end zone, and they're 4 yards from making that a reality at the goal line.
Absolutely. And, again, first pass play, they got the coverage they looked at.
There
now
it
they go
is.
for the corner.
They call it. Nope. It is incomplete. It was intended at the right pylon, far into the end zone for Davis Pritchard, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, another good look. Alley-oop to a tall kid out there that he may be able to get that foot down just a little bit out of bounds on the play. So,
Middle Creek driving to start their series drive again. Here we go now with a second and goal from the 4-yard line. Second and goal on the 4. The running back, Spencer, is ongoing to Zavala. It's a handoff. Give it to 2. He goes nowhere.
Dude, you just
fighting
standing
to get to the
around.
end zone. He fumbled the football.
You just standing around.
He lost the football, Mark. Or are they going to say they're going to blow the play dead? He was down. Wow.
We're down about the 1 yard
That
line.
was number 2, by the way, Aiden Hoffler, that fumbled the football, but they're saying he's down by contact. So that is a third and goal, lucky for him.
Yeah, he was trying to extend the football out over the goal line to break the zone. They were trying to break the
They're
play
watching
of
the
goal line.
video board. They're thinking it was a fumble there, Mark. What do you think? They're thinking the refs got it wrong.
Throw the red flag out.
Third and goal. No challenges in high school football. High snap, cornerback keeper, and here he goes into the end zone. Savella, touchdown. Mustangs, they strike first in the state championship.
Yeah, they actually went Wildcat that time. Where it was Spencer, number 0. Savella had gone out, and Spencer took the direct snap from the center off the right side, low power play for the touchdown.
Hand off, there it goes, right up the middle, number 0, Jaden Spencer. 52. And a touchdown for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 52, David Troublefield making a nice block in front of Spencer to get him into the end zone.
And they'll tack on the extra point. Boy, the Watauga defenders went down right before the ball went through the uprights, and it is 7-0. Hey, Kim Winslow, down to you. Middle Creek Mustangs from Waco scoring, striking first in their opening series. They're on the board. Wake County, abbreviated.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, that was one
Back
of their,
down to you, Kim.
That was one of their keys. They wanted to get off to a fast start, and they had a big play. Got called back by that holding call, but they answered with a 57-yard pass play, set it up for first and goal, and they punched it in. They're up 7-0.
Yeah, like Waco, Joco, Doco. We'll be in Durham County tomorrow.
Yeah, I just don't know if there's any Jocos around the country. There is a Waco out in Texas.
Yes,
so.
there is. Wake County.
Waco, when he said that, I was thinking Waco, Texas.
No, not Waco, Texas. Waco, abbreviated Waco. Joco, Waco. We'll be in Duco tomorrow, Durham County Memorial Stadium. There you go.
There you go. Wesley, that first drive from Middle Creek was pretty impressive because they ran the ball in the first 6 plays, and then they hit the big pass play up the middle. okay, on the deep post pattern for 52, 56 yards. Set them up first and goal down there. It took them 3 plays to get it in, but again, I like the aggressive play calling. Run. Let's try to top over the top, and let's get in the end zone for the first drive of the game. Welcome to the game.
Somebody press a button so the TV don't go off.
That's right.
By the way, 3 minutes gone. What a drive, Mark, Coach, right? To run down the field quickly in 3 minutes and get a score in your opening series. Now Watauga has got to come back and return the favor immediately.
That's it. So, as Robbie says, it's kind of a filling out period here in the first. Let's see what the Mustang defense does to the Watauga offense.
So it is going to be 0 kicking it. Here comes now Watauga, number 12 on the kickoff return. Burrows with the big stop on number 12 of Evan Burrows there. So here comes Middle Creek now. Now they're going to be on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, 31 Jabron Wilson made that stop on the kickoff, made first contact. So it'll be about the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 Watauga. Chris Hooks is in the house, Coach.
Chris Hooks is here. JoCo Sports Radio. And we saw Randy Capps earlier today. Oh, it looks like the referee left his mic on again.
Exactly.
Boy, oh boy, the whistles go out and they blare over the public address and the broadcast. 1st and 10. Watauga is adorning the Carolina blue with the white, the red, and the black, and the white is the away team. Middle Creek, there's a breakaway, and he's got a blocker. Nice run there. Mark, you saw it. Number 12, Evan Burrows, the cornerback, wide back senior. What a running there for him.
Nice play. Little swing pass out into the flat. He gets behind his lineman, follows his blocker, gets the first down, goes out of bounds.
And here goes another catch. 8 this time. Bowen Mayo.
Gain of about 4, it looks like.
Bowen Mayo a pickup of 4.
Maybe 3. 3, they're marking him back.
Yeah, when I was watching film earlier, you got 8, 12, and 9 who are all good studs for Watauga. They look to be the main targets for the QB from the offensive side.
2nd and 8 with 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 6A state championship, 7A title game coming up later tonight. Clayton and Grimsley on CRN for the 7A title.
Roll out. He's got him open.
Open man. Caught it. He caught it. He's open. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Pioneers.
That corner bit hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. Watauga pulled out a little what we call a hitch and go. Little 5-yard stop. You get a little pump fake. As the quarterback rolls out to right, and he went right by the corner, standing wide open. If you look at it, it's wide open.
The replay, the throw, catch made by number 12, open for Evan Burrows to easily, Jackie, find the end zone, and they are going to try to tie it up here now.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, that's
perfect ball.
Way to do it. You answer a call, right?
Extra point now being possibly tacked on. No good. It hit the bottom. No, it hit the bottom of the crossbar on the uprights, and it is going to be no good.
It came back and hit the ref. So is that a half a point?
Well, Robbie, if this is any indication of these first 2 drives, this is going to be a heck of a show.
Yeah, I don't see 9-8, and I don't see 21-0.
Telling you.
Wow.
Like,
and that's what we talked about in pregame. We talked about what used to be for Watauga of running the football, controlling the clock. Now they are a up-tempo, spread-type offense who's going to sling it around the yard, as is Middle Creek. Middle Creek's been that way for years. Watauga's just kind of transitioning into that over the last 2, 3, 4 years. So look for a great, exciting ball game, high scoring for the next, 34 minutes, 35 minutes that we have left.
I was just going to say the same thing, Robbie. Yesterday it took a while in both games to really get into a scoring rhythm. They predicted this one could be a shootout. If the first 2 drives are any indication, it looks like that's exactly what it's going to be.
Absolutely. I'll take the over, by the way.
Yeah.
Braxton, down to you. Your take of obviously the Pioneers driving, quickly responding on Middle Creek and tying this game, but falling short on the PAT. It's 7-6.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's Cade Keller. I mean, what a beautiful pass that was able to roll out to his right. I mean, had a perfect ball, like you guys said, and I mean, I don't think he's going to have much of an easier one to that in the end zone after the catch. It was all green grass in front of him. I mean, he was all conference and conference overall player of the year, and he's showing why.
8-yard return, 9-yard return back to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, number 22, Zay Fennell.
By the way, you see Javon Wilson, number 31. He's got on one of those what do you call them?
Yeah, it's a protective shell. So it's actually a reading type. It's reading impact. It's reading different movements and things of that nature
Gotcha.
on top of its helmet. You see it in college and the pro level now.
Yes, I call it the skull cap.
Yeah, skull cap. Yep.
1st and 10. Middle Creek in their second series now. And he runs into, well, he found a way to get away from it. Jaden Spencer. Mark, he got blocked by Watauga, found a veer, went to the right, and got a way to get up the field and get some yards out of the field.
I feel like if he'd have stayed behind his blockers and followed his blockers, he'd have got a little bit more yardage, but gained a 3 on that play.
Yeah, he did try to bounce it off the right side again.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of young guys try to do nowadays. They want to try to make the big play on everything rather than taking what's there and then fight to live another day. So
Jaden Spencer, handoff from number 6, and he's got room now from the left.
No, he don't.
No, he doesn't.
That's a pretty tackle.
That's hashtag fake news. He just got dropped. Number 8 with a tackle of Bowen Mayo.
Yeah, Bowen came down from his free safety spot, filled the running lane perfectly to make a great form tackle. Head up, got him right at the waist, and put him on the ground. He's up 3rd and 5 for Middle Creek now. Let's see what happens in the first 3rd down situation of the day.
Clear skies, sun poked through just after 4:30 Eastern time here in Chapel Hill. 43 degrees. Quarterback under pressure. Savella finding a way to wiggle and jiggle, and he got intercepted. Intercepted number 12.
He's going to the house,
Evan
folks.
Burrows, a pick 6, touchdown. He got the opening score for Watauga, and he gets a pick 6 touchdown. This time again.
Yeah, beautiful play, but I got to tell you, the quarterback committed the cardinal sin in football. You never throw late over the middle. He scrambled out and tried to throw late over the middle. Burrows was just sitting back in center field playing free safety, picked it off, went right to him, and he took it to the house.
Look at that. Picked it up, scooped it up, and the man that got the long, deep ball from the quarterback to score from Watauga has now got a pick 6 mark, Coach. And just like that, it is 12-7.
They're going for 2.
They're going for those?
Yeah, going for those. Yeah, they're trying to get back on track. They missed the first extra point. So let's get on track here. And I don't mind this call here after you've already missed one. See if you can get something.
Burrows. They got him. He's down at the 10. No good.
When you look at it, though, from a standpoint, it's still early. They're chasing points early. We talk about that a lot in our regular broadcast. We talked about it a little bit yesterday as well with Wilson Prep. But I don't mind the call. I'm not a big fan of the call because again, it's still early in the ballgame. There's going to be more than one more touchdown. I'm okay if it's in the 4th quarter. You want to get 2 to try to tie the ball game, but it's still early in the 1st quarter. There's going to be 40 more points scored.
12-7. Watauga up in front of the 6A title game. We're back in a moment after TV timeout.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
I've been practicing.
What, the cello? You want me to lower the hoop?
Foul.
What, are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Wait till your father gets home.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association welcomes you to tonight's game.
We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other.
Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
All right, we're back as we are getting ready.
Wesley, I don't know if you saw it or not, but they tried that little half, sneaky sneak kick and then run back and then kick it over again.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We had the JoCo Sports guy trying to plug in to get the refs as well, and I stepped away for a second. So Mark.
1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
It's 12-7. They're struggling on PATs and two-point conversions, but Braxton, down to you for an All-State sideline report. They are still up by 5 here.
Yeah, it was Robbie said a second ago, being able to sit across in the zone kind of had a little soft spot there that I think the quarterback was trying to force it to, but Burrows was right there. Easy pick for him, and then he was able to do the rest with his legs, and that gets Watauga up here early.
There we go. Quarterback up the middle. That's, of course, Lex Savella, the quarterback junior.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Nice stop made there by Thomas Dieters. He's the outside linebacker senior. Welcome back. Where'd you go, Robbie? Tell him to cut the TVs on.
Yeah, I wish.
And I texted Brandon the same time you ran up to go get him, I guess. I don't know.
It's like, hey, we got to see some stuff over there.
Yeah, we lost our TV. So throw, catch. It's caught midfield. And he's running, driving, zooming closer. He's going to go out of bounds. That's number 8, by the way, of Tracy Harrington Jr. How about that, Robbie?
Yeah, nice play.
What a catch, open, and got a nice run up the field from it.
Yeah, nice solid pocket right there. Quarterback had time to see his receiver, run a little deep curl route about 12, 15, turns it outside, picks up another 6 or 8 first down.
So Evan Burrows and Devon Lose were there. They just were not there close enough to make the gap and make the stop and then let Harrington get a great catch.
Yeah, Middle Creek or Watauga's playing a zone defense. So, again, that's a perfect route against the zone defense because, again, in zone, you've got safeties going deep, corners sitting low, and linebackers in the middle. What happened was the receiver just found that outside zone between the corner and the safety. Savelli hit him perfect right there on the spot, and he turns it up outside and gains another 6 or 8.
Yeah, there was a timeout on the field. Sorry, Mark. I muted you because you were coughing. My apologies.
That's because the chain gang is struggling over yonder. That's why they called it.
The chain gang?
Seriously, that's why they called it.
So
they got tangled up yesterday, didn't they, Robbie?
They did, yep.
1st and 10. Fires. Catch made. It is caught just 2 yards shy of the red zone. That's number 12, Nicholas Bacardi, that got it from the quarterback. Savella to McCarty and move him now to about 2 yards shy of the red zone, and another first down here for Middle Creek. They're responding back here.
Yeah, responding well, and that was a nice RPO. They faked the run in the zone read in the middle, and the quarterback of the eyes has his eyes on the linebacker. The linebacker comes up on the run, you hit the slant right in behind him. They did that exactly on that play for the first down.
By the way, that pass to Tracy, 26 yards a moment ago. And now we got one trying to go right to the red zone, and he got wrapped up there by Watauga. That's 0. Jaden Spencer on the carry.
We're back up now.
Maybe a pickup of 1.
Yep, 2nd 9.
2 teams. Back and forth scoring. We could be seeing a high-scoring game tonight. What do you think, Mark and Robbie?
Yeah, you look at it. We got a flag.
Got a flag on the play, guys.
They tried to run the inside run off the right-hand side. Got a flag. Looks like they're coming over to talk to the Watauga coach. Let's see what the play call is.
So the referee will be queuing up here in a moment. Let us know what the call is.
He forgot to, I think. Let's see what he's got.
He made the call yet. Here he comes.
Holding. Offense number 68. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
That's Ricardo Santos, by the way, the guard senior. 6'1", Mark, coach, 270 pounds. That's a big man.
Wait on me. No.
Dude, cut the microphone.
White hat is telling you what to do, brother. Wait on me.
Oh, my Lord.
He was saying to wait on me. Referee the white hat laying down the law there, Robbie.
Yeah, Middle Creek wanted to go hurry up, and get up to the line of scrimmage and try to catch Watauga, a little bit of a sleep mode.
Middle Creek said, nope, you're not doing that. And referee said, no, it's not happening. 2nd and 19. Throw. Catch made on their sideline. Goes about the 25. Harrington Jr. with the catch there from the quarterback of number 6, Lex Savella, and we'll get ready now for a 3rd and long here, Mark.
3rd and 13, gain of a 7. They've got to get to about the 12-yard line for a first down.
That penalty hurt him there. That holding penalty, Robbie.
Yeah, put him behind the chains. They tried to run a little tunnel screen out to the left. Picked up 6 or 8, but now you've got a 3rd and long.
Savella fires. Open. He's got a man.
Got him.
It is caught. First down. It is going to be close.
First. They got that.
He did. First down. First down. You're exactly right. And they still got a chance for another opportunity of first down before they get to the goal line, Robbie.
Yeah, it's first and 10 now from the 11. Great RPO again to Bocciardi from Savella.
Savella, open man, overthrown him.
Threw it to the wrong pylon.
Second and 10 coming up. That's Nicholas Picardi he was trying to get it to. Great coverage by number 3, Kyle Williams, but he overshot his man.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. The QB, Savella, thought he was going to the back pylon. He broke the route off, came to the front pylon, so it's incomplete. Second and goal, or second and 10 now.
Overshot his man. Second and 11, or second and 10 from the 11. 12-7. Watauga leading by 5 as we close in on 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Up the middle. It's going to be Spencer. Spencer goes down and around the 8. Number 5 will be credited for the tackle. Lawson Williams there.
Yeah, another little running play in the middle. Trying to trick up a little bit. You know, they've thrown it 3 or 4 times trying to see what Watauga's doing. Nice play in the middle by number 15. Now you've got 3rd and 7, at the 8-yard line. What do you come up with? Do you score or do you just get the first down? But you have an option to do both.
3rd and 7. You hear the Watauga fans in a crescendo to try to get in the head of the Middle Creek offense. He fumbled the football. Savella lost the football, but he got back on it, though, Mark. It's 4th down. Mustangs lost the football, but got it back.
Yeah, tried to run the RPO. Quarterback pulled it late, and it went to the ground.
We're back online again.
Yep.
And one thing with that, if you look, he had a wrist injury earlier this. He's got a cast brace on that left wrist, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. He was trying to move to another hand and just dropped it. But now they're pretty confident in their kicking game.
Thank you,
so
Kim.
They're going to put points on the board.
Thank you, Kim, for that update. It's presented by Allstate. 4th and 8. They're going to go for a field goal. It is good.
Yeah, nice attempt right there. Watauga comes up the middle pretty quick.
That was, by the way, Ben Laud, the junior, putting it through the uprights there.
Yeah, nice kick. About a 26-yarder right there. So, but what Middle Creek was able to do there is they get points on the board, okay? And that's key. We saw that last night a little bit where we didn't take points or against Huff. Millbrook didn't take the field goal early in the game. But again, I like the way Middle Creek's not chasing points. Oh, did we try to get the first time? No. Let's kick the football. We love our kicker. Let's get 3 points, and now it's 12-10 ball game.
Mark, get points somehow, some way, right? That's the smart thing. Instead of trying to get 6, they at least went for the field goal, and Laud put it through the uprights for 3.
Field goal or extra points are never given because there's so many things that can go wrong that you have to do correct. But, in this day and time, you take what you feel like is a sure thing, roll with it, and go on.
Jackie, what's your take of this game right now? 12-10. Great game in the first quarter. A lot of scoring. What a matchup we're seeing with the 6A title on the line.
If you can do anything, I can do it better.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Yep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Middle Creek right now, only down by 2 to Watauga. The Pioneers lead. And there's a fair catch called.
Near the 34-yard line.
Braxton, your take of this first quarter, obviously, and Watauga up by 2. Do you agree with Jackie? Anything you can do, I'll do better? Or
yeah, it seems that way right now. I was just talking to the official down here right before the kickoff, and he said, it looks like this one might turn into a shootout. We're talking about it feels like there's more points scored quarter than it felt like all of yesterday. With the first score being 9-8, we're right at that cusp if Watauga scores before the end of the quarter.
This game has already outscored the nightcap.
That's right.
Wow.
Had 21-0. There's already been 22 points scored here.
You're exactly right. 21-0 last night with, of course, Huff defeating Millbrook. And then that 9-8 game that we called yesterday where Wilson Prep, first time kicking a field goal. And I saw pictures after I got home. They put it on a tee. Literally there was just, he was like, I saw a video and he was like, man, all I did was just pray before I got out there and hope that it went through the uprights. And Mark, it did. 9-8 for that final. Here we go now. A breakaway. Burrows, what a star player, man. Yeah. Offense, defense, pick six, touchdowns. I mean, this guy's got all the points so far for Watauga.
We talked about it at the start of the game. Again, he's one of their studs. He's got great hands. I like his run routing capabilities so far, or his route running. And, as you look from a defensive standpoint, he's playing free safety. He roams the middle of the football field. He's got a pick six. I like the player.
Yeah, what a
talent.
talent.
He's wide open again.
Going to go to him again.
Oh, with the 9
Cost of football. This is number 9. 3 men trying to bring him down. He'll go down in the red zone at the 15. That's number 9. Niall Pays. What a drive there, Mark. And they're right back in the red zone again for Watauga.
He just kind of snuck back in behind the zone and found a hole, and the quarterback hit him in stride.
Unbelievable.
Watauga's going to hurry up. They've already got the play running.
At the 10.
Gain of about 6.
That was a counter play. That was a counter play. Number 10, by the way, running the football of Cade Keller. Wilson will get credited for the tackle. Rod Wilson, and here we go now with a 2nd and 3. Driving, catch made. And Burrows tried to go from one end to the other, and then he got dropped, Mark.
Lost the 3.
2nd and 3 now becomes a 3rd and 6, Robbie.
Yeah, I like Keller from the QB spot. He is the conference player of the year for their conference. So Keller knows what he's doing. He's been a 3-year letterman on varsity, as has Burrows. So they've kind of got this camaraderie, this familiarization with each other. Hey, I'm the QB, you're the wideout. I'm going to get you the football because I know what you do with the football. So
let's watch him go to the line here as we're 40 seconds remaining and the clock still ticking down in the first quarter here on Chris Smith Field at Kenan Stadium. The 6A title game. Watauga leads by 2, but they're threatening to go to the goal line again. Open man. It's caught. He'll drop at the 2. 17. Tyler LaShawn. That is so close to the goal line, but I think he went out at the 1 or 2 mark.
No, they're marking him at the 5. But it's going to be a first down.
He stepped out of bounds.
Yep. First and goal from the 5.
Yep, stepped out of about the 5.
He stepped out of bounds. Yep.
On that play, though, Cade Keller had his option. He had number 12, Burrows, wide open in the middle of the field, or his running back open in the flats out here. He chose the back, gets it first out at the 5-yard line.
He got hit as he threw the ball because he didn't have a lot of zip on it.
Yeah.
Left hash mark, 1st and goal on the 5 and a whistle.
Somebody moved.
Got a flag on the play.
Before the snap, full start on the offense, number 17.
Well,
5-yard
first and
penalty.
goal on the 5 will now become
down.
1st and goal on the 10 here, Robbie Worrell.
Yeah, people sometimes they like to be a little deeper than the 5 because the field condenses when you get down around inside the 10-yard line, as to what you're doing. So, so now they got a little more working space. I still expect them to run the same offense. They're going to run zone read. They're going to run RPO. Look for the quarterback to sprint out to the right and maybe try a flat or a back corner of the end zone pass.
1st and goal on the 10. Holding or offside, so backs him up 5 yards.
Burrows is in the slot, coming in motion.
Robbie's putting the gloves on. It ain't even 5 o'clock
flag.
yet. Flag on the play.
I mean, I don't know.
Number 10 goes down. Keller kept the football but went down. QB keeper mark, but there is a flag on the play, as you said.
I mean, he threw the flag about the time the ball snapped.
And that come from the referee, right?
It did come from the ref. So it's probably going to be some type of offensive penalty, illegal procedure or motion or something to that effect.
The white hat.
Head coach don't look happy.
Illegal shift
there you go.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So here we go again. You get all the way to the 5-yard line to score, and you're backed up with penalties now, back 1st and goal from the 15.
Yep. Watauga's got a lot of eye candy with motions.
Oh.
He said, nope, but I'm going to put it here. So Watauga's got a lot of eye candy going with motions, and 2 guys just didn't come set. That's all that last penalty was. And they're doing a lot of line shifting. Look for this to be a rollout to the right-hand side.
Here we go. 1st and goal on the 15.
There you go.
Keller goes right. Got room to run. Fires. Got a man.
He's at the 1.
At the 1.
At the 1.
It's called at the 1 before he goes out of bounds.
So this is exactly what I was talking about, Wesley.
That was Bowen Mayo.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Yep.
Bowen Mayo, Robbie. What a catch at the 1. I mean,
yeah.
So
nice play to
close.
keep him out of the end zone as well, though. So
touchdown.
And there's a tush push up the middle. Touchdown. Watauga.
Yeah, the play that got him all the way down is exactly what I was talking about. You're going to roll the quarterback out of the pocket. You had a chop. You had what we call an option route. A guy short who was covered, which was Burrows, and a guy in the back corner, which we hit down to the pylon for the first down.
14's hobbling a little bit of Matthew Leon. And now they'll get ready to go for an extra point here. Remember, Kim, Jackie, the last time they went for an extra point, it hit the uprights and the referee.
It doinked, but let's see what they got.
It went
Doink
boink.
and hit the ref.
Yeah, I
Should've been
heard
a
it
half
go
point.
boink. This one.
Good.
Sounds good.
He has a very he has a unique way of kicking the football, right? That's number 85, Miller Hankins. He's got a very different style.
Yeah, he's not quite soccer, but he's definitely not straight on, but it's kind of a hybrid, if you will. So if I was looking at that,
It's
I'd
like
say
a bonsai straight
He's
action.
kicking it almost like a pitcher throwing a sidearm.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was going to say. And look for a lot of it. If he misses, they're going to be left, which is first kick today, missed left, hit the left upright.
Well, it's 19-10 now. Let's go check in with our All-State sideline reporter, Mr. BC Braxton Cutchin, abbreviated. Man, Watauga up now by 9. What a game.
Yeah, right now Watauga seems to be doing everything on the offensive end. Right before one of those illegal shift penalties on Watauga, Coach Haddock was screaming at the official for a timeout, was not granted the timeout, and that's why if you saw him out on the field being super animated, he was yelling at the official that he called the timeout, and he reiterated probably 8 to 10 times the fact that he called that timeout. And then on the extra point earlier in the game that hit the post, there was a trouble with the snap and the hold.
Yeah.
And so that was what caused, I think, that miscommunication on the extra point the first time. That one a lot smoother for the Pioneers.
8 attempts, 8 completions, 143 yards, and
that
that was an
got the ball.
onside kick. Watauga just recovered the football on an onside kick. They are literally in the head of the Mustangs right now at Middle Creek there, Robbie.
Yeah, Watauga's kicked the ball off 4 times, and you've seen 4 different types of kicks.
That was Thomas Dieters, by the way, that got the football.
That was actually they came up with the little juke to see if they're going to go. They back up. The original kicker came across the football, and the backup guy did the onside going the opposite direction, which just confused me.
Watch this again. It went over 10 yards, Mark Coates, and it just blew
right
past
through his hands.
all the players. It went above the heads of the Mustangs, and it ended up right in the breadbasket of the Watauga player.
Yeah, and again, don't be surprised on sudden change if Watauga doesn't take a
I'm
shot right out of the
telling you.
gate. They're going empty.
I mean, it just went above the head of all of the helmets of Middle Creek. And now, look at this option throw, and it's intercepted. This one will be intercepted by Middle Creek. Number 5, intercepting the football of Derek Morton.
And that's the end of the first.
Yep.
Woo!
So a little trickeration.
What a first quarter.
They tried a little backwards pass and a double pass. Ball didn't come out very clean from the second guy throwing. But he was open, but he threw kind of what we call in the football world a wounded duck. He threw a little duck out there. The free safety had time to get over and pick the football off.
If he throws that duck to the sideline, he's got a chance.
He's got a chance
to the middle of the field.
Correct, absolutely.
Let's check in from Kim Winslow. Kim, your take of Middle Creek. Finally, some signs of life there with that interception. I mean, they're not out of this thing by any imagination. Only down by 9. You're taking the first quarter.
Absolutely. Like you said, it's just the first quarter, just a 9-point deficit. That was a huge interception for them. I think Watauga's about pulling just about everything out of their bag. They know they're in the state championship. And I think we've seen about everything except maybe a fumble in this game yet. Otherwise, we've seen just about it all right now.
What did Dan Fouts say to Brett Musburger up in the booth during the Word of Boy last game of the season? You got to let it. You can't leave anything out the stretch, right?
That's right. You can't leave anything
Didn't
out.
hold anything back, right?
And we talked about that yesterday. Expect some different things from each team because it is the state championship. It is the last game of the year.
That's right.
And if you remember, one of the coaches, I don't remember which one it was, at halftime went in and said, hey, we've tried some surprise things and we haven't executed correctly, but once we do, we'll be just fine. Watauga just had the same situation. They tried something different. I like the play call because it was a sudden change. We talked about taking a shot. They tried to take their shot with a trick play, and it just backfired on them. That's all. So now Middle Creek sets up 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Got to go 82 yards to stay within one score, or to get it within one score, rather.
That was Wilson Prep yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But they just want to. You just want to go out again. It's a state championship game. Leave everything on the field. Don't take anything home with you. Timeouts, plays, blood. We had a bloody nose yesterday with Lovin. So hey, just go play.
Well, 19-10. Mark, Coach, your take of the first quarter as you don the binoculars to see what happens here as we get ready to start 12 minutes in the second.
Well, it's been exciting. Kind of back and forth. 29 points scored in the first quarter. That's more than what we saw yesterday in any of the first two games that we did.
That's 116 if it keeps
it
the
really
pace.
is. You're exactly right.
Anybody got the over for 115?
No.
The over-under. The over-under.
No.
Yeah. Jackie, you want to take a bet on this one? Did you have a dream about this game? Use it.
It wasn't the team that scores first is going to win.
I could say I'm going to go with you said Watauga. Watauga, because it's close to Watauga. Watauga. So I'll go with the W.
Oh.
W for the win.
Oh boy, it's always nice to go with a W.
The win is the win, and Wesley's where
the Watauga players are dancing.
Yeah. I mean, they're enjoying the moment. What do you think, Robbie?
Absolutely. That's a
there
long
goes a
pass.
Nice pass, catch made. But then Watauga wrapped him up and said, you're not going nowhere. That was number 8 that caught the football from Savella, Tracy Harrington Jr., but he got dropped.
Yeah, here's the reason I hate that play. They were on the right hash, and he threw it all the way outside the left hash. That's a 40-yard throw. That's not like it's a 5 or 10-yard throw, but and they ended up losing 5 yards because the guy's waiting.
Savella, room to run. They try to bring him down. They try to sack him at the 5, but instead he's on his feet, making something out of nothing, Mark Coates, and 3 yards shy of a first down.
22-yard line.
Yeah, he was under pressure there. Able to get out of the box and roll to the outside. Gain of what?
About
third?
9. Yeah,
gain about 9. It's going to be third and about 7.
Yeah, so you like that play because the quarterback, again, didn't try to do too much. He got what he could, got out of bounds, and now it's third manageable.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 coming up is what they're going to put on the board. 19-10, the highest scoring offense game we've seen so far in Game 3 of our coverage of the 2025 CRN's State Championship Playoff coverage. Catch. It's incomplete. Wow. All right. You got 3 defenders there and 1 man, and it's incomplete for Middle Creek, Robbie.
Yeah, and guess who broke it up? Number 12 coming in to break it up, Burrows.
Intended for number 8 of Tracy Harrington Jr., but it's 4th and 6 coming up now for Middle Creek.
Yeah, I like the play. The ball was just a little bit late coming out to gave Burrows a chance to recover, but the receiver was open all of his breaks. So work on timing a little bit for Lex. If he does that, I think that's a completion next time.
It's premature to talk about these things. I'm going to go ahead and call number 12's name for some award at the end of this ball.
I think so too, Robbie and Mark. Evan Burrows.
Sure.
I mean, he's already got an offensive touchdown to start the game for Watauga, and then he got a pick 6 in the first quarter.
Yep. Yeah. So,
he definitely has risen to the top of the list.
Been a part of a lot of plays so far in this first 13 minutes of the game so far.
Yeah, and we got about a 36-yard punt sets up Watauga at the 47-yard line. So great field position, take and drive the football down, try to score again.
Hey, Cam, down to you for an all-state sideline report as Watauga comes back onto the field. Middle Creek just were not able to capitalize there. Got put back behind around the 5 and just could not get up the field from there, and they got to punt it.
Yeah, again, that you get behind the chains when you lose yardage. It makes it a little more difficult on your offense. And in the second quarter, that's the punt that we've seen all day.
And Watauga has the football again, leading by 9 and around the midfield here at Keenan Stadium. Fires, quarterback, that's number 10, Cade Keller. Keller will get it to number 8 of Mayo. That's Bowen Mayo, the defensive back senior.
I love the play calls by Watauga. Middle Creek's defense.
2nd and 2, 1?
Yeah, 2nd and about 1, but Middle Creek's defense is playing a cover 2 off. Okay, so now they're bailing, so everything that's going to be short is going to be open until they decide to change it.
Oh, there goes Watauga with a run. Leon running the football that time. That's Matthew Leon, number 14, the senior running back.
Yeah, and that was just straight swing route out of the backfield for the nice first down.
Number 40, Mark Smith for Middle Creek, bringing him down here. By the way, Watauga's second appearance to the state championship. Middle Creek out of Wake County, the Mustangs first time ever here at State. You got stats in the first quarter, Robbie, coming up.
Yeah, we sure do. Yep.
As now Keller brings the offense of the Pioneers back to the line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Movement by Burrows. Now Keller fires. Catch made at the 30. Still on his feet. Number 14, Matthew Leon. And we'll move the chains again. You got the first quarter.
Yeah,
Gain of about 8.
When you look at stuff here, it's pretty even. You got 20 plays from Middle Creek for 154 yards. Watauga's got 12 plays for 159 yards. So,
wow.
It's pretty even on the yardage side. But like I said, when you look at the score, it's a pick 6 difference right now.
Nice fake. It's Keller keeping the football. He's at the 10. He's going to drop it around the 3.
Shoestring tackle.
1st and goal. Watauga, QB keeper, Kate Keller at the 3, and they're driving to the end zone.
Yeah, nice option right there. The option off the defensive end. The defensive end flowed out with the running back. Quarterback cut it up underneath to get the nice
Keller
gain.
keeps it. He throws it.
Touchdown.
He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Evan Burrows. His hat trick touchdown of the state championship.
Yeah, Burrows. Nice, but they ran the same option play, but Burrows stayed with his relationship to where he's got to be with the quarterback. So when the quarterback went to take his hit, he flipped it out to Burrows, and Burrows got in the end zone because nobody was with him.
Look at that.
Play. Nice
and
play.
What a play, Mark. That could have been disastrous, and they turned it into 6.
They've done that in practice a time or two.
Yeah, and
you really would have thought Keller was going down, and then he just...
That's the thing. Like I said,
he just pitched it there, got it to him.
Yep, they were running the option. He was getting hit, and he just flips it out to him. That's called the QB running back relationship. Okay, space relationship on the option play.
Flag.
There is a PAT good, but there's a flag on the play as well.
I think Middle Creek jumped over the center or whatever, so let's look and see if they don't call that right here because you can't do that.
I was going to say that hold offensive line jumped over the Watauga line.
Yeah, let's see what happened here.
Are they going to wave the flag off?
There is no foul.
Yep.
Wow.
The point after is good.
Yep, they're going to wave the flag off. Braxton, down to you, 26. Go ahead, Mark. What you got?
Can you jump over the line? You can't jump over the center.
You can't jump over the center. You can come through if I get space.
I'm looking at the play that led it to a touchdown
play,
again.
yep.
Phenomenal, because I thought Keller was in trouble. Braxton, down to you. Burrows, we're already thinking he's going to get some hardware here at the end of this game. Already just a quarter and 2 minutes in, but he just got an amazing touchdown. Watauga up now by, 16?
Yeah, and it seems to be the Evan Burrows show down here. Right now, it seems he's everywhere. He's ubiquitous across the field, making plays on defense, getting pick 6s. He scored his 2nd touchdown of the night. I think there's a little motivation for Evan Burrows. He's committed to play baseball at Duke as an infielder. So being here in Chapel Hill, I think there's a little extra something in the tank for Evan Burrows this afternoon.
Watauga founded in 1965 in Watauga County. Scott Strickler is the principal. Dustin Curley is the athletic director. Ryan Halbeck is of course, head coach. The Pioneers are donning light blue, navy, and white. From Keenan Stadium, it is 162 miles against their opponent, Middle Creek Mustangs, 189 miles, and they are right now up by 16. Robbie Worrell.
Yeah, they're absolutely. When you look at the yards are good, but they are just executing. And now it's about a possession from Middle Creek. Where's the answer? You've given up.
Yeah.
Watauga has not punted yet. Okay, there's only been one drive that has not resulted in points. Even the drive that Middle Creek had that resulted in Watauga points. Okay, so there's only been one punt so far. Somebody's got to go here, score, and you've got to stop Watauga at some point in time.
There you go. Jackie, your take of Watauga and even Middle Creek for that matter. Right now, it's kind of like they're kind of hitting quicksand here, struggling.
Watauga just needs to keep the fuel going, keep the foot on the gas. Press on. Defense needs to continue doing what they're doing and holding off Middle Creek.
And now Watauga will kick the ball to around the 25, out of bounds.
It'll come out to the 35.
It'll come out to the 35.
Yep.
There is a flag on the play. We know what that's for, probably.
Yep, absolutely.
Referees will get into position, and they'll let us know what the call will be. Robbie Worrell, Mark Coates, Jackie Posey, Wesley Outlet up here in the broadcast booth. Our coverage of the All-8 classification of the state championships of football on the Community Radio Network, presented by Eastern Technical Design.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. The ball be placed at the 35-yard line.
Thank you also to Allstate, our Allstate sideline reporters. Thank you to other partners, including Scooters Coffee, Wake County Speedway, Atwell Exterior Services, Clayton Chiropractic, W Energy, Eastern Technical Design again, and Our Comets broadcast coverage will begin at 7 o'clock when this game ends for Grimsley and Clayton later tonight. Here we go now with a 1st and 10.
Pushing back.
I mean, you got something going with forward progress, Robbie, and then they blow the whistles dead there.
Yeah, he was starting to get the linemen starting to collect on him and push him up a little bit, but forward progress had been stopped. Gain of 4. Again, you stay ahead of the chain, 2nd and 6 here for Middle Creek.
I was looking at some of the social media posts, Mark, and looking at the buses and Mercedes-Benz charter buses for Clayton coming up here to the game. The police escort all the way to the Wake County line.
Touchdown Club
Pretty
and the
cool.
Booster Club do it right, baby.
That's awesome, baby. Yes, sir. Touchdown Club, obviously something new at Clayton that Mark is involved with, along with Amy and so many other people. And then, of course, the Boosters, Kim Winslow, yes. And they're part of our broadcast crew as well. 3rd and 1. Middle Creek down by 16. And they're trying to get a first down.
Yep.
I think there's going to be first down. They got it.
Yep.
Out to the 46.
There you go.
Got 2.
That's number 8, Tracy Harrington.
Lyndon Muth on the tackle. Gain of 2. First down.
And it will be a first down for Middle Creek. Fire, catch made. Number 10 got it. This is Honor Paxton.
Pass complete. Number 10, Honor Paxton.
Paxton, maybe a yard.
Oh,
they
lost
the yards, actually.
Yeah,
they lost the yard. My apologies. It'll be 2nd and 11 or something.
Yeah, Middle Creek tried to run a little tunnel screen to the right side. Watauga read it well. The backer came off his guy right up there, made a nice play.
Watauga has won a state championship before, back in 1978. The 3A title. They won it 33-28. Fires. Incomplete. That was number 6 of Lex Savella, and he tried to get to number 10 of Paxton. It's just nobody there. Incomplete.
Yeah, again, it looked a little bit like miscommunication. Again, Lex Savella threw the ball to the outside, and the receiver broke the route off to the inside. So they've got to get on a better communication page. So now you got 3rd and 11 from your own 45-yard line. You're getting close to having to look at it and go, what do I do? If it becomes 4th down.
Ready now. He got dropped, and I think he threw it in time before he got sacked. He did catch the football, though. How about it? Honor Paxton. Mark, I thought he went down. I thought Savella was going to get sacked there, but before he went down, he got it to Paxton.
Well,
what a catch.
So we were talking about, Wesley, about throwing the ball on time. He threw that before Paxton even came out of his route and was in the middle of the field. And now we get a sack.
56. Made 56 there. Wow. That's Brady Lindenmuth. Lindenmuth with a stop there. Here's a look on the video board. I mean, he literally read Savella and brought him down quickly.
Yeah, they brought pressure now. They're starting to bring pressure, not letting him sit back there. They got a 3-man front, but they're bringing backers and guys off the edges. Now they're sitting back in coverage.
2nd and 17. Catch! It's caught! But they still got to get a little bit closer to the yard markers for a first down. That was number 1, Nicholas Belcher, that caught the football, Mark, Coach.
Gain of about 7, Rob. It should be about 3rd and 9.
Yeah, telling you.
3rd and 9 from 38-yard line. Yep.
A 3rd and 9 as we're at 5 o'clock somewhere in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Savell fires. Overthrown. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Yeah. Ball
intended for Riccardi.
Just a little high on the play. Middle Creek's going to make a decision here. Don't know if you want to punt it being down, 16 where you're at now. You might want to go for it, 4th and 9. Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field.
You're exactly right. They're staying on the field.
They got
26-10 and a 4th and 9. The Mustangs go on a 4th. Fires. Catch made. Flags are flying. Number 2.
He's going to be
Aiden
short.
Hoffler caught the football, but I think he's short, as Mark said.
Yeah.
Short by about 3 yards.
Well, you're going to have a hold, and Watauga's going to decline the penalty, take the play. It'll be first down Watauga going the other side.
Wow. Yep. So holding on Middle Creek, you're thinking?
Yeah, the right tackle. See, there you go.
Here he comes. Here's the referee.
Holding on the offense, number 52.
Wow.
That penalty's declined. The turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. Watauga Pioneers again will get the football.
And again, Savella that time had no time, but again, the wide receiver ran a post route, was wide open. If Savella could have sat on his spot, he'd have hit 12 for a touchdown going across the middle. But Watauga brought pressure through the A gap. The backer made the blitz, and and Savella had to get off his spot and make a quick toss to the flat. Not going to pick up, 8-9 from there.
So it'll be now Watauga Pioneers football, 1st and 10.
Robbie, what do you think about this situation? Watauga has the ball with 6:37 to play.
Oh, they score.
They go down here and score. This is really going to put the Mustangs in a hole.
You're in a big trouble here, right? I think this is the first blowout we've pretty much, besides last night's 21-0 game. I mean, this has just been
my Lord,
very exciting to watch as there's a throw, catch made. Then he got dropped by number 5. Morton dropped Burrows. So that was Keller to Burrows, but as soon as he caught it, bam, you're down.
Yeah, I like the play, though. They ran a little boot action, a little fake to the right. The quarterback reversed out, goes over to the left, hits Burrows on a little 7-yard route, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Keller fires.
Right back to him.
Catch is made.
First down.
Go back to Burrows again. This Keller-Burrows connection's like a magical conjunction for Watauga.
Yeah, you talk about, like I said, both of them are 3-year starters on this football team, so they know each other. They know what they can do. I would not be surprised if they're not best friends off the field. I'm dead serious. You look at it. A receiver and a quarterback have a special relationship. On the field, off the field, who knows? They got to be good friends. They probably hang out, and go to cookout together, whatever. Yeah. So
are those warm gloves? Is that a power button right there?
No, it actually means you can actually use your finger on your screen. So, but they are good warm.
Rob, please don't do that.
Keller to Burrows again, to the 45, to the 50, to the 49, and he goes down at midfield. We need to pause for station identification as we're at the top of the hour.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
So it was Keller to Burrows again, past midfield at the 50. And here comes Watauga driving, Robbie.
He's already got 8 receptions for 115 yards and a tutty, is Burrow.
Unbelievable.
So again.
Here comes Keller under pressure.
He's rolling.
He fires, no one home on the grass. It's incomplete as Keller had to get rid of it, Mark. Number 7, pressuring Keller. That's Davis Pritchard.
Yep, pressure from the backside off the edge.
And that's the first time I think that Middle Creek has really tried to dial something up right then.
Yep, they've just been kind of running a vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla
base.
3-4, 4-3, whatever, base D. But they really, because I think they're trying to cover the backside, from the defensive backfield. But now they brought a little pressure there, and they got Keller off his spot, which is what Watauga's done to Sevilla a couple times.
That's right.
7A championship coming up later tonight. Clayton, Comets, Grimsley, Worleys.
Pressure again.
2 games at Hickory tomorrow, 2 games in Durham tomorrow, all on CRN. As there goes Keller to Burrows again. Tries to stretch it before he went out of bounds. I think they're going to say it's first down.
That should be a first if he's marking it.
He stretched and
he
stretched it out. It is first down for Watauga. Put away for Burrows to use that body before he got out of bounds, Robbie, and just stretch it to get to that first down marker and move the chains.
Good athlete.
And right now it'll be 1st and 10, moving in to the Mustangs territory.
And Watauga kind of being methodical. They're not in a rush. They're taking their time.
1st and 10. And now it's Keller. Keller, open man, fires, catch made. It's Burrows again. I'll give you 2 guesses, but you know who it is.
The slot guy just ran straight up the field. Number 12. Up, little post to the inside, and he's there.
Yeah, we talked about that all last night. Combo routes, as we say. Make the safety make a decision. Do I go back with the guy coming across my face, or do I look at the guy going underneath? And that's the read the quarterback has. He's seeing the first 2 steps of the safety. If he backs up, he knows the post is there. He sits up there, he goes over the top.
Tracy Harrington Jr. on the tackle. Throw, catch, end zone, incomplete. Oh, he was there.
I thought that ball was going to be short and intercepted.
It was intended for Niall Pease. It's incomplete. Here comes a second down coming up.
I like Keller, too. I mean, again, he's the conference player of the year, so he obviously knows how to play the game. You know, he's a 3-year starter on varsity as a quarterback. You know, it'd be interesting to see what he does at the next step. I don't know where he's going or whatever. He's committed anywhere. Maybe Braxton can find some of that out. But I like Kelly. He stands in the pocket nice. He's got good footwork. He reads the field, too. He doesn't zone in on one receiver.
Ready now with a 2nd and 10. Pitch, and there goes the option. There he goes.
Edge. One
Guess
who?
Guess who?
Hey, look who it is.
Guess who?
That's touchdown number 4 for number 12, Evan Burrows.
Guess who?
Just give it to him. No discussion. Just give it to him.
What do you think, Mark? Offensive player of the game, MVP player?
Just go ahead and give it all to him. Defensive player. Just go ahead.
Well, you know, on that one, Watauga gave him a totally different look. They went to the wing tee.
Yep.
And they ran sweep out of it. They ran what we call bunk sweep. Fake the dive. You got your wing back out there blocking the end. They pitch it to Burrows coming around on the option play for the tutty.
And now the extra point, the very unique way of kicking it. Actually, much better. That's how
that was much better.
That was much better.
Fourth one's good.
It is. And the PAT is good. It is now 33-10. Braxton, down to you. I think Watauga traveled here with a purpose, 200-plus miles, and they're looking for their 2nd state championship, something they haven't had since the 70s.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sound like a broken record again, but I think it's the Burrows show. I mean, he's been all over the place. I think that's his 4th touchdown of the night. I said he's going to have to probably have back surgery after this from carrying the offense right now because he has just been everywhere for them. And he has been, but like Robbie said, Keller himself, man, he's been really poised in the pocket. He's got that trust with Burrows as well, and you can see that, and that's what's manufacturing 33 points so far here in the first half.
There you go. Well, right now it is 33-10. There is a television timeout. We'll take one with them as well. The state championship on the Community Radio Network.
Replays and highlights from high school sporting events across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of
Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. State championship, 6A title. And right now, it is the Burrows Watauga show for the Pioneers, 33-10. Middle Creek has got to score in this opening drive here, starting now for Robbie. I'm telling you.
They've got to get something going. But, when you look at it, I'm sitting there looking at Watauga stats. They're averaging 46 points a game, and their lowest point to output of the year is 27 against Charlotte Catholic. And we know what Charlotte Catholic's like over there.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really good squad. So they beat them 27-19. Every other game has been over 28, but there's no games. There's one game in the 30s. Everything else is over 40. Right. So they're averaging 46 a game. So they're well above that pace, but we knew they were going to be explosive on the field.
Kim, hold that thought. We'll go to you for an All-State Sideline report in just a moment, but it's 1st and 10 for Middle Creek. Savala hands it off to the running back of Spencer. He goes down, maybe a pickup of 1 or 2. Kim, what is the demeanor, the morale like right now on the Mustangs sideline? Obviously in a big hole, 33-10.
Well, obviously the sideline's not happy over here. They're all huddled around. They've actually got 2 TVs. They line them up back to back, and they've got the whether it's offense or defense on the sideline, huddled on both sides of the TV, just trying to watch film and see what adjustments they can make. Obviously, going to have to make some big adjustments at
So you're looking at TV
for in-game adjustments.
You're looking at TV for offense and for defense as Middle Creek does get a first down and more, driving to the 45. That, of course, was a nice run up the field. That was Honor Paxton, by the way. Honor Paxton getting a first down, and he wasn't going down, Mark. This is the drive we needed if you're out there for Middle Creek.
Nice run on first down. There's an 8-yard gain on first down by number 0.
That was Jaden Spencer. Yep.
And, just another little zone read play off the right side. They pulled the backside guard, lead him up to the hole. He picks up 8 yards. We're ahead of the change. Take a shot. 2nd and 2. The whole playbook's open. We got a timeout here.
Timeout being called. We'll step away,
Timeout.
and we will take
Watauga.
one with them as well.
First
Watauga
short timeout of the half.
takes a timeout. Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash, later, or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. And they sponsor the Red Zone for our coverage, not only of Comets football, but also the state championships. Robbie Morrell, Mark Coach, Jackie Posey, Wesley Outlet up here in the famous, honored, legendary Woody Durham Lenovo UNC broadcast radio booth. Calling the action down below our All-State sideline reporters, Kim Winslow, Braxton Cutchin. And here comes a drive, Robbie, that we said Middle Creek needed right here, and they're pushing up the field.
Yeah, they got a 2nd and short. Good take. Here we go. We're going to take a shot.
Savell fires.
It's like we call. He's going to throw a pick.
It's intercepted again. It's intercepted. Guess who did it?
I'm just saying.
Guess who did it, Mark?
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Guess who intercepted the football?
Is it Burrows?
I wasn't going to say anything. But
Oh, there was a bird.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Burrows.
no, it's Burrows. Yeah, exactly.
That was a bird.
This guy has done offense. He has done defense. He has done interceptions twice now. He has done a pick six with a score.
I told you to go ahead and give him all the awards, offense and defense.
Offense,
Has that ever happened
MVP.
before?
I don't know, but
In the history of the state championships?
it very well could. But I like the shot, but the play, the quarterback's got to make a better decision. If the shot's not there, because the safety Burrows is hanging back to 25 yards, and you're trying to throw it deep. Throw it underneath if you're gonna take a shot. If it's not there, just throw it underneath.
And you just took away all of the drive, all of that drive that they just had. Again, it's gone for Middle Creek, and they've already put themselves in another bad hole here, Robbie. Again, right now, 33-10, and you still got another half of football left to go with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, you got to figure something out. You have not stopped Watauga at all. They're out speeding you. If I'm Middle Creek, I'm going to play my defense a little different. I got to trust my defensive backs to play man defense and put pressure on the quarterback, because obviously me playing zone on the backside's not working. We've given up 33 in the first half.
All right, it'll be 2nd and 6 now as the blue of Watauga finds the lane up the middle, and they drive. That's number 8, Bowen Mayo, running that football there.
Another different look from a play standpoint, an inside counter play out of the wing tee, So, again, Watauga's got a multifaceted offense. I love what they're doing with the football. They're confusing Middle Creek. Middle Creek's got no answers for them whatsoever when it comes to how do I defend this.
Yeah, they better keep looking at that video board there on the sidelines, Mark, and try to make some adjustments, as you say, during the half.
Well, it's hard to make adjustments for one offense, then you come out and line up in something totally different. I mean, you going from the spread to the wing tee back. Now they're back up under center again.
And a wing tee,
just a power.
Now and
now dropping. Yep.
And a really, really, really good defensive adjustment. When they went up under center, Middle Creek jumped into a five-man front.
5-man front.
5-man front. You play it good. You give your backers a chance to scrape. As the running back was trying to bounce it outside, your backer scraped off in number 40 for Middle Creek. That is Mark Smith. Sophomore made a great play coming off. Also helped there by number 5, Derek Morton. So gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
And that was Bowen Mayo, by the way, that was trying to bring the play to life back again for Watauga, as they are again 2nd and 9 with 20 seconds remaining here.
Yeah, they may let this run down, call a timeout. Yeah, coach is standing by the officials.
Just say it's over, right? Let's go to the locker room.
He's going to call a timeout and probably take a knee to end the first half.
Now there's a timeout being taken. It looks with 9 seconds.
Watauga, second charge timeout of the half.
So they got 1 timeout remaining. Watauga taking their second timeout. Middle Creek has all 3 of their timeouts. And obviously, before we go to the locker room, Braxton and Kim are going to try to grab the coaches for Middle Creek. Maybe she'll grab Andre Jacobs. And, of course, that would be for, of course, Watauga. Braxton will try to grab up with the head coach.
Coach Habich.
Ryan Habich. And I believe Braxton was telling me he's coached in the Greater Neuse River before at Fuquay Arena for the Bengals.
Yeah, so Braxton may know him.
Braxton, is that the Andre Jacobs that played back in the middle 80s, 86, 85?
That I do not know, but I can give it a few minutes.
Braxton wasn't born in 85.
Kim could find
definitely
out.
not.
Yeah, Kim could find out. She's the one that's covering Middle Creek.
If that's who I think it is, I played against him.
That's Kim's covering Middle Creek. Braxton's covering Watauga, so he's going to grab Brian Habich. With 9 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And
they just take a knee. That's it. It's
Middle Creek took a timeout.
No.
Oh, no. Middle Creek took a timeout.
You got to pay attention, baby.
Timeout. Middle Creek, first charge timeout of the half.
There you go. So
I think Middle Creek expected them just to kind of take a knee, but they came out in the wing T formation and said, hey, we're going to run a play. Oh, no.
If you're me, I'm wondering why you're doing that. Right, Mark? I mean, why are you taking a timeout when you're down 33 to 10 in 9 seconds?
You got them, and you wanted to see what they were going to line up in, and now you're going to take the timeout. If I'm Watauga, I go and I'm over here talking about calling a totally different play, a totally different formation. I just showed coming out up under center. What do you think about going spread? Trips one side, single coverage on the other, and just to throw them off.
Yeah, it depends on what Habich is thinking in his brain. Does he need more points before half? Because not that it's going to happen, but what if Keller throws a pick and it gets returned to the house?
I'm with you.
I mean, at this point, I'm going to take the snap, take a knee, maybe hand it to the dive back and see what happens. Which they're in the wing T offense. Watch the dive. There's the dive play. Go to the half.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, let the clock run down. Dive play is, again, Watauga will let the clock run out.
Yep.
Zeros on the board. On the time clock, that is. 33-10 at the end of the first half of the 6A state championship final. Right now, Watauga Pioneers 33, Middle Creek Mustangs 10. And Braxton is standing by to grab the coach Habich, and I believe Jacobs, Kim, if she can grab them as well. Boy, what a game. What do you got to do to turn it around, Mark, if you're Middle Creek? What do you got to do there at the locker room with the coach?
Well, you came out, the first couple of scores, and you were score for score, and then Watauga, you've made some mistakes. You've thrown 2 interceptions. One was run back for a touchdown, and I think Watauga's just got Middle Creek out of their game. They came out here with a plan. They executed the plan, but Watauga has done a better job, and that's kind of got the Mustangs on their heels and feel like they're second guessing. They need to go in, regroup, come back out, and try to go down the field and score when they get the ball back in the third quarter.
We see Braxton at the 35-yard line. Braxton, you queue up and turn your mic on, buddy. Have it hot and ready to go. As soon as they finish up with TV with Coach Habich, please grab him, and we'll get his thoughts right now. 33-10, though, Robbie, as we fill that time in for before the coach's interview. Yeah. I wouldn't change anything if you're the Pioneers right now. You got a big lead, and don't turn the hot water off on a cold day.
Yeah, keep running your offense. Now, again, like Mark said, Middle Creek went blow for blow the first 2 or 3 drives. The tone setter was the pick 6 out of the gate. If you go out, you went down and scored, they went down and scored. You went and kicked a field goal, you threw a pick 6. Now all of a sudden you're out of sorts. You try to do too much. And I think that's some of the things that happened to Middle Creek. Braxton's about to get the coach. So
let's go down to Braxton.
Yes, guys. Coach down here. Coach, your team. Bro's been all over the field for you guys. What did you like the first during the second half?
Well, we made some big plays. Our quarterback's doing a good job distributing the ball to different players. We're throwing the football really good. Guys are getting open. We're going to have to find a way to run the football, especially on the edges, make better blocks. And we got to stop their RPO game. They're doing a good job of the RPO game. We got to get inside leverage on the receivers and do a better job. And we got to keep scoring because we know how dangerous Middle Creek is. And it's going to be a battle in the second half. We got to win the middle 8. So we got to take care of the first 4 minutes of the second half when we get the ball, and we got to keep scoring.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
You just said that, Robbie. Literally.
He called out my middle eight.
I think he's got your mic and his headset down there.
Yeah, he's got everything that you just said right there, Robbie. So absolutely.
Well,
yes, sir.
Maybe I do know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Yeah. You know you do. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, and Coach Habich is exactly right. They've done a lot of good things, and Middle Creek's big plays have come off the RPO. So he's tuned into what Middle Creek's trying to do, and he does have to run the football. And that's only because he wants to consume some time off the clock. He can keep scoring. He can put 60 up if he wants to, but then he's got to make sure that Middle Creek doesn't get a stop or they make a turnover, and Middle Creek comes up with 30 or 40 of their own.
Sure.
So there's nothing wrong with running the football, managing the clock a little bit, controlling the clock a little bit, and then throw when you have to. What Middle Creek's got to do, in my opinion, is they've got to make better decisions from the quarterback position. He's made a couple throws that have been ill-advised, late over the middle for the pick six, the late turnover down here on the chunk play, if you will, the take a shot play, and then just not making good throws from a timing standpoint. The best throw he made the whole night was a timing throw to where he was getting pressure. He set up and threw the ball before the receiver came out of his route. And the ball was right on the head. Boom, we got a catch. We got a 12, 15-yard gain, first down. Got to see more of that from Middle Creek coming into the second half.
Let's check in with our All-State sideline reporters. Kim Winslow. Obviously, I know you're going to try to grab the coach when he comes out of the locker room. Probably the best thing to do was not try to grab Coach Andre Jacobs while being down, obviously, 33-10. But, obviously you say they're watching film. They're looking at watching things. As soon as they get off the field, they're looking at the big screens. And, we just heard the coach Habich say for Watauga, we're not going to underestimate Middle Creek. We know how they can score. We know how they can get back in this thing. It sounds like for the Pioneers, they think this thing's long from over.
Yeah, obviously in Middle Creek, they're trying to figure out what can they do to stop this Watauga offense. The team went back into the locker room right away.
Yes.
The coaches kind of huddled together about over on the sideline, I think wanting to align on what their message was going to be going in at halftime. He then went over and went directly to his wife, and so I didn't want to interrupt. But I did talk to his wife. She said he actually played high school near the beach, I think South Columbus area.
Yes.
And played college at Coastal Carolina. And I think he graduated high school around 2008. So a little bit after you, Mark.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Kim and Robbie, you guys come and find some warmth during the halftime. I'm sure that's exactly where Kim is heading, is to either the tunnels or the heaters or something.
I see her going to the tunnels.
Jackie, you're going to have to bring that heater just a little bit closer.
Kim, if you want, I can get up in front of the camera, from behind the camera, and you can just sit right in front of it and warm up. If you want.
Well, it's halftime. Mark, I'm looking at the information thanks to stat.center.com, and obviously 12 first downs, Watauga to 8 Middle Creek, obviously rushing 8 of 79, 18 of 57 for Middle Creek. You look at the stats, and the domination is obviously for Watauga, and the scoreboard shows that.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, Middle Creek came out and ran the ball and moved down the field, almost at will, just like Watauga did when they first come out. But, Watauga's made the adjustments, and the Mustangs have made the turnovers. So that's the difference in the ball game right now, and the 23-point lead that Watauga holds over them going in here.
19 points, by the way, scored in the first quarter by Watauga, 14 in the second, Robbie.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's slowed a little bit, but again, I'm looking at the stats with you, Wesley. There's only an 80-yard differential in total stats. Okay, it's coming down to the 2 turnovers that have happened.
That's right.
You don't throw the pick 6, let's take that 6 off. All of a sudden, it's now 26-10. You don't throw the late interception down there and you go score, it's 26-17.
That's right.
Okay, so it's not about all the stats. I think it's about the turnovers and the mistakes and what you're doing from that standpoint.
And when we say that, those are the things you've got to mentally work on as your own self. You can't do that against another team. You got to take care of your own self when you're out there on that field, Mark, and obviously that's what they're struggling with.
That's right.
Yeah, so, look to come back out, clean up a little bit. They got 10 minutes to regroup a little bit, see what happens. They're going to be down. The players are going to walk in there with their heads up, and Coach Jacobs, I know, is going to walk in there and say, guys, pick your heads up. You've won 13 games this year or whatever the number is, 12 games, you're 12-2. You're a good ball club. Let's come out. And even if you do say, we're down, win the second half. We talked about that.
That's right.
Winning the second half. I love the fact that Coach Habit said we got to win the middle 8, which is the first 4 coming out. Now, remember, he gets the football first in the third quarter because Middle Creek won a toss and took the football, remember? So now he won the first 4 minutes of that middle 8. Let's see what he does with the second 4 coming out. Are they able to come out, take the kickoff, and go down and score again to kind of put this thing out of reach a little bit, or at least put the pressure on? And again, we talk about an 80-yard difference in yards play, but the big difference for me is Evan Burrows. He's got 11 catches, 144 yards, a tutty there. He's got 28 yards rushing, 2 tutties there. He's got a pick 6 for a tutty. Keller is 17 of 19.
Right.
Only 2 incompletions for 212 yards.
Right.
Again, very efficient. He looks great in the pocket. His footwork is there. That's a good ball club. That's why they're 14-0, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So they're a good ball club.
Really good team, and obviously they're trying to, Mark, Coach, put themselves back in the state championship banner, something that they've not done since 1978. I wasn't even born in 78.
Thanks, Wesley. I was.
Jeez. Watauga 33-28 over Williams, and that was their first only appearance. The Pioneers reached the 4A regional finals on 2 other occasions, losing in 06 and 07. Watauga also has finished as a runner-up in the Western North Carolina High School Athletic Association in 73. So I guess was there like a Western NCHSAA and then an Eastern, Mark, before they brought it all together?
I'm not exactly sure.
Come on, old man.
I'm not exactly. That was before my time.
I was 73. Come on, you were 8 or so.
I was 4.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. I was 9. Okay, we're good.
And that depends on
I think it just
what
means
month
they
of the
were
year
in
it
the
was.
Western. They were the Western NCHSAA in 73.
I can tell you who can tell you though.
Yeah.
Call JC Triplett.
Yeah, call JC on
JC Triplett used to coach for the Clayton Comets. Has been around Johnston County for many, many, many years. Came here from Watauga. Coached at Watauga.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
that's kind of what South Carolina does as well. South Carolina has a upper and a lower. So it's not an east-west, but it's an upper and a lower. Columbia is kind of the split line. But then you look at the 85 quarter where you got teams like Gaffney and Greenville and Spartanburg and Burns and some of those guys. So South Carolina does the same thing. So I guess they probably integrated in 73 to where it all came under the NCHSAA to just be one entity at that point in time.
So we brag about everything Watauga is doing right, Mark, and we talk about everything Middle Creek is doing wrong. What has Middle Creek got to do now to make this a dogfight and get back in this ballgame?
They got to come out and execute the offense.
First, they got to get a stop.
Yeah.
You got to get one stop. You don't have one stop yet.
because Watauga gets the football to start the third quarter.
If they go down and score, the ballgame's done. If they get a stop, all of a sudden, Mr. Moe, kind of switches a little bit. So that, to me, that's the first thing I do. Sorry, Mark, go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I mean,
to me, that's the first thing they got to do. They have not stopped Watauga
on defense.
once.
On defense, they have fared well against the run, but Watauga's receivers have been able to get in space, get behind the receivers. They've got a step or two on them every time it seems that they get downfield.
2 incompletions. Again, 17 for 19 is what Keller is for 212. Again, you want to extrapolate it out, that's 34 for 38 for 420. It's crazy to think that happens, but it can happen. But again, the first thing Middle Creek's got to do, they've got to get a defensive stop because every drive Watauga has, except for the one that ended the first half where they took a knee, has resulted in points. Every single one. So they've got to get a stop in order to take the offense and go down and try to score.
Jackie, what are you watching so far in this game? Obviously, Watauga really, taking it to the Mustangs. I mean, their Pioneers got out in front. They're really scoring. Middle Creek making their own mistakes, and I think it's hurting them. They got to find a way to get back in this thing here.
Yeah, Watauga's just got to keep the gas going. They got to keep the fuel going. You got fuel the flame. You got to keep the flame going. You got to keep going. So you got to, keep adding gas to it. Middle Creek, on the other hand, they got to put some fuel in their tank. Okay, they have to come out and realize that this is a state championship. This isn't, they've got to come out and push it. If they want it, just like Robbie said, if they want it, they have to come out and make a stop. If not, might as well pack your bags and go home.
It's halftime, 33-10. We thank all of our sponsors of the state championship, and we're back from Chapel Hill after this.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bouldering is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Look at you go. The one-trip grocery champ, snooze button resistor, master sock matcher. We know the daily grind can be tough, but amidst the hustle, we see you conquer it all. And at Scooter's Coffee, we believe it's the little wins that deserve some big moments of joy. So go on, embrace that tiny triumph. You master parallel Parker you. Take that victory lap and savor the sweet taste of success. Scooter's Coffee, you didn't just order it, you earned it.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Timeout! Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout
On hate.
Together.
Together.
Blue Line Soft Wash is a veteran-owned and operated company dedicated to bringing integrity and precision to exterior cleaning. Founded by a retired law enforcement officer, and we proudly back the men in blue. Blue Line Soft Wash upholds the values of they once gave to protecting our community. Protect and serve. Protect your car with Blue Line Soft Wash today. Of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. Tar River Environmental, located in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, is a premier provider of professional logging and land clearing services, proudly serving communities across the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. Their services are vital for large-scale land development and forestry operations. By prioritizing responsible land management, Tar River Environmental helps clients achieve their land use goals while maintaining ecological integrity. Find more details on Tar River Environmental, located in Rocky Mount, on Google today. Vincent's Pub and Eatery on 800 East Main Street has been a go-to destination for the Clayton Comets community and everybody of C-Town. Vincent's Pub and Eatery takes care of all of your food and beverage needs. For weekly specials, appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, the entrees, the Vincent special salads. Hey, you like the desserts? I do too. Side desserts, delicious beverages from soda products, sweet tea, and yes, even your adult beverages. Big screen televisions cover all the action with your favorite sporting events. And the home of Comets Football Weekly every Tuesday night for Vincent's Pub and Eatery. 800 East Main Street. Tell them the Community Radio Network sent you. Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Good food, good fun, and go Comets! Hey, it's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Clayton Comets on the Community Radio Network. We are excited for a new broadcasting season, and Vincent's Pub and Eatery is on board for another year. Located at 800 East Main Street in Clayton, Vincent's Pub and Eatery is the hotspot location every Tuesday night from August to November on the road to a state championship with Comets Football Weekly. Join Coach Scott Chadwick and myself, other CRN colleagues, dignitaries, the players, the coaches, the insight to the game before Friday Night Lights. Vincent's Pub and Eatery is where you need to be every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, for Comets Football Weekly. We're looking forward to having it live on the radio as always at wearecrn.com, but nothing compares to seeing it in person. Comets Football Weekly, CRN, Tuesday, Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Join us. And the final Comets Football Weekly will be held at Vincent's Pub and Eatery this Tuesday night. The only question remains, will it be a big party state championship Comets Football Weekly radio show send off of 2025 Mark and Robbie, or will it be the latter?
You know what? I tell you,
one way or the other, it's going to be a monumental way to close off a fun season of football.
It's all going to be exciting. It's all going to be about a successful season. I mean, you're conference champions, you're Eastern state champions, and you're going to have an opportunity to play for states here in just a little while.
That's right.
You know.
And we want to let everyone know that when we transition to Clayton versus Grimsley, we will still be live on CRN, but we are the flagship voice radio network of the Clayton Comets. So, of course, we will have our Comets insignia, our promos, our commercials, everything to promote Clayton football like we've done all year.
Do you have to say that so to keep somebody from being mad because we're going to pull for the Comets?
No, it's just...
I mean...
I think it's just a common courtesy.
Yeah.
Just a common courtesy, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
How cool is this, though, guys? 365 days ago last year. You remember? Actually, it was the following week last year.
Yep, next week.
Because we did the state championships on a Friday night, Grimsley and Rollsville, and then we done the All-Star game. By the way, the All-Star game coming up not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 21st, from Greensboro. A year later, Robbie Worrell, as we start the third quarter, in this next game coming up, Clayton, who we cover all year long, is going to be in the state championship game.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. You look at where they've come, and again, it's been since 1989. They've been there,
That's
win
right.
it there. We're hoping to have Coach Fowler in our pregame. We'll see what happens.
Hey, cool.
I called him earlier this week, and he said that he'd try, and we'll see what happens. But it'd be great.
By the way, Coach Gary Fowler was the last head coach at Clayton in 1989 when they won a state championship. Clayton has won another championship before, but it was back in the 50s, and it was six-man football.
Yep. Correct. And so hopefully, we'll have a great game. But, right now we got 24 minutes of this one to go for the 6A title. And like we talked about earlier, Middle Creek kicked it off. Watauga's got a 1st and 10 from the 22. Middle Creek absolutely has to get a stop on this drive so they can set their offense back up.
What would be awesome if they had a turnover, pick six, scoop and score, something to get them back in it early.
Get an interception like Watauga's been doing. Watauga.
Yeah, here goes an option, and it's going to go right back to guess who?
Lost the 2.
Burroughs gets it, but he got lost the 2 yards. So.
I tell you, right out of there, they came out in the wing tee. They're trying to run the triple option out of it, and they pulled it from the dive back, pitched it out to Burroughs. Middle Creek was right there. Number 21 for Middle Creek is
Quinn
Newman. Quinn gets a nice stop out there. Good start. Newman. Got him behind the chains. 2nd and 12.
Mark, is this cold making you yawn? What do you?
Probably the lack of sleep I had last night from being up here.
Here we go with a throw. Catch made. That was a nice drive up the field. There goes Watauga, and a little push and shoving going on. As that was Sellers, the 8 of Mayo. Owen Mayo with the football.
Little tunnel screen to the slot guy on the right-hand side, on the wide side of the field. Middle Creek had a chance to stop him for a short gain of 2 or 3. Ended up gaining about 8, so now it's 3rd and 3 from the 30-yard line.
Arm tackling.
Clayton and Grimsley coming up. We've got football tomorrow. Josh Schreiber and Alan Dietz will be in Hickory, and all of us, except for Jackie and Kim, we'll add Bree Ramey and Kevin Stump to the broadcast crew tomorrow. They'll be at Durham County Memorial Stadium for the 2 games. And here we go now with a 3rd and 3.
There's the inside counter.
Y'all both said inside counter at the same time.
Right? Beep.
17 of LaShawn running the football there.
Yeah, and what Habits, Coach Habits said that
it was Mayo. It was Mayo.
Yeah, at the end of the first half, is that he wanted to establish the running game. And they've come out in the wing tee, which is predominantly run offense, belly buck down, sweep and waggle.
Yep.
When you look at those. And that's an inside counter. You can run trap out of the wing tee. That's inside counter. It's kind of a modified trap look. Now they're back in the normal spread offense, and they're going to come back up and do the same thing here.
If he can control the line of scrimmage, run the football, Middle Creek will have a hard time getting back into this. Maybe.
I tell you, they've played some inspired. I mean, the big play so far has been the pass play.
Yep.
Okay. Other than that, on 1st and 2nd down, Middle Creek has done a nice job of holding them to little to no gain. No gain on the last play. They tried to run the option out of the spread look, and they gained no yards, so it's now 2nd and 10. from the 36.
You heard Coach Hobbick for Watauga. He said, I do not want to underestimate Middle Creek, Mark and Robbie. They said they will find a way to get back in this thing and find daylight. We'll see what happens here.
Well, he's got a point.
This is now a 2nd and 10. We got whistles. Play is blown dead. We got a timeout.
Yeah, and Coach Habit.
Timeout. Watauga, first charge timeout of the half.
Okay, there you go, buddy.
Yeah,
Turn
Coach
you down a little
Habich,
bit, ref.
Coach Habich didn't like what he saw from his offensive set because there was a little confusion going on. Now, what I saw in that set was that when they brought motion across the offensive set, the Middle Creek defense did not move. That tells me we're in zone coverage, and that means we're going to have some holes at about the 10-yard area or on a slant route because they're going to play man on the outside. If you don't have inside leverage, you got free run on the inside. So it tells me again that Middle Creek's going to be playing zone defense and not trusting, for lack of a better word, their DBs to man up so that they can't put pressure on Cade Keller.
Don't forget, pregame will be around 7:15 for the Comets and Grimsley. I know we said top of the hour at 7 o'clock. We're probably going to say about 7:15 or so for the pregame show. We got a couple of things queued up. I got high school OT interview with Coach Chadwick. I've also got one with my buddy Jason Halter. We're trying to line something up with the 1989 Clayton Comet State Champion head coach Gary Fowler. And obviously, Kim and Braxton will also grab words with Coach Brown and Chadwick on the field before things get started. So, going to be a good one.
If I had to bet, Gary don't want nobody to make this out to be anything about him.
I understand.
They don't. He doesn't want that. He wants to focus on the team.
He don't want to take away what's going on.
He wants to focus on the C.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll tell you a little bit about
we had him on
the
one
other
time.
day.
I remember Cam grabbed him for an interview. I want to say it was the Eastern Regional game that we did in spring football at Cleveland, and we had him on for about 2 minutes.
Handoff, he's gone.
Up the middle.
They are not going.
Driving on his feet. Can they stop him? They got him. They got him down.
I was wrong about that.
That was number 14, by the way, Matthew Leon.
The
Matthew
quarterback
Leon to the 20, and he's in the red zone.
Watch the replay. This quarterback trip. I thought he lost his balance, but maybe he didn't.
Just handed it off right there to number 14,
they
Matthew Leon, and they're in the red zone already.
As they have run the triple option out of a couple of different formations. They ran triple option last time and gave it to the dive back. They had not given it to the dive back yet. So what happened was your linebackers vacated the premises and then left the dive back wide open. You give him the football and he goes 60 yards.
Burrows was a little slow getting up after that last tackle there, Robbie and Mark.
Yeah, a little quick pass to the outside. He kind of got tackled around. He tried to make a cut back to the inside, got wrapped up a little bit around his ankles. But if I know the kid, what I see on the field, he's going to be back out there.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you feel the heat, Mark? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can't feel the heat.
You can't feel the heat?
I got to turn to.
Put in the bill. They got one to share with it.
Yeah,
Don't burn my cable though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I got
one for us, brother. Yeah, we'll burn our mic cables here. But it's live. It's
looks
live.
like they're fighting.
They ain't fighting.
Oh,
that's a scrum.
Oh, there we go. So much better.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I feel it going up my legs.
But that's the first down.
Wow.
That should be first and goal.
Yeah, they gave him forward progress to the 7-yard line for a first down.
The heater under the table
I'm not
is what I was
say what I was,
referring to. Jackie, get your head out of the gutter.
It reminds me of the movie Christmas Vacation when the squirrel's in the Christmas tree and it crawls up his leg.
Yeah,
I can feel it crawling up my leg.
First and 7 now.
All right, we're in an unbalanced line now.
I feel toasty now, Rob.
This is going to be dive or up. Here comes underneath counter. There it goes.
There goes the counter, and
not as
he's
successful
pushing,
this time.
he's driving, but with Middle Creek saying not this time.
I think defensively, this is probably one of the
73 is wanting to come out. He's grabbing his shoulder.
That was Thomas Dieters, by the way, rushing up the field there.
I think defensively, this is the best that Middle Creek's done.
Check out 73.
He's got that
down
left
there,
shoulder
down below.
dragging.
Yeah, 73. Yeah,
He's got that arm hanging a little bit left.
Yeah,
Corey Johnson.
Boy. He says, I'm not feeling good here.
Yeah, so Watauga on the last play, they went to an unbalanced line on the left-hand side, try to run counter behind it. And Middle Creek adjusted well.
Watauga is donning the blue on blue, white helmets, the W. Middle Creek with the Mustangs on their jersey in red, white on white.
Number 12.
Got it. And it goes.
Don't stop.
Burrows.
Touchdown.
He's got a lane up the middle. Touchdown.
Is that 5? How many?
That's five touchdowns, by the way, on number 12, Evan Burrows.
I think he's made all of them.
Every touchdown, offense, defense, has been scored by number 12, Evan Burrows, the senior. I mean, give him the offense player, the defense player, and the MVP.
I'm going to tell you.
Wow.
Yeah. The difference in that play right there was the fact that they ran the dive back earlier for 60 yards. They faked it to him that time, pitched it out to Burrows. The backers had to respect the fact that they could give it underneath, and they stayed home, and then Burrows went and scored.
And the
ladies and gentlemen, I think the Comets have arrived.
Yep, walking across.
The Clayton Comets have arrived here at Kenan Stadium.
We've got a flag on the play.
I believe it's going to be offside on Middle Creek.
Yeah, Middle Creek jumped in the middle.
All right.
He's going to ask the coach if he wants to take it on the kickoff or he wants it right now.
I'd kick the thing, take it on the kickoff, and roll with it.
I don't know. I think I'm ahead. I might as well go ahead and get 2 points.
40 or 41 ain't going to make it a running clock.
Before the snap, encroachment on the defense, half the distance to the goal, still the untimed down.
Yeah, and they're now looks like they've got the offense on the field to go for 2, which will take it to 40 or to 41
if they get it.
Yeah,
I will say this though, Mark. This third quarter has gone by rather quickly.
Well,
and it's already 7 minutes left in the third.
That's because you gave them the football down here on the other end of the field, and they have run the football and controlled the clock.
Exactly.
Which is what he told you he wanted to do.
That's exactly right.
He told you that's what he wanted to do, and by God, that's what they were able to do.
He said he did not want Middle Creek to get the football. He feared what they would do.
There it is.
And there's the 2-point. Go for Dulce, and it's good. Leon for 2.
Yeah, they came out in the wing tee. Again, the triple option threat. They gave it to the dive back and run dive out with Burrows coming for the pitch. But they gave it the dive back. He goes in untouched for the 2-point conversion.
41-10. Braxton, down to you for an all-state sideline report for Watauga.
You can tell which one is Bennett Jones.
They're running away with this one now. Oh, you can tell by the orange hat. They're running away with this one now, Braxton.
That they are. It's still the Burrow show right now. They are. They're just this Watauga Pioneer squad is a well-oiled machine, and it is showing right now.
Yes,
a well-oiled machine indeed.
Now listen, when their state championships come out, I want it to say the Burrows Show 2025.
The Burrows Show, because all touchdowns, Robbie Royale, have been scored by number 12.
Yeah.
Offense, defense, pick 6.
Receiving,
I mean,
rushing,
yes.
Interception, so, I mean, good kid, obviously, game's MVP, right now we're not even close.
Get the man a cigar.
That's a Burrow. There you go.
Yep. I mean, we're kind of calling it offense, defense, and MVP of the game. It should go to all of them, right? I mean,
well,
I know it takes a team, but right now Burrows is showing
Hey,
it.
there's nothing wrong with calling it because, hey, he's backing it up.
Yeah, it's not bragging when you can back it up.
No,
right?
it's not.
Yeah, if he's the focal point of your offense, which he obviously is, and he can keep performing, then go at it. I mean, it's not like he's a giant kid. He's 5'9", 150.
Right.
So it's not like he's 6'2", 205.
But his heart is 6'6",
exactly.
405.
And he's fast. He's shifty. He runs good routes.
We were talking about his conditioning. I mean, because he ain't come off the field.
3-year varsity starter.
Maybe once. I think I've seen him come off the field.
That's the third time they've done that.
Yeah, and by the way, he's a senior, so you got a feeling we're going to be seeing him at a college somewhere. They will kick it now. Back to Middle Creek.
Pooched. Throw back.
Well, there you go. That was a live ball, but he picked the ball up, and now he's got a man to run, and he's got a lane.
But they were there to cover.
Wow. They had a chance to get something started for the Mustangs, but it went sour after Tracy Harrington Jr.
I mean, they got yardage.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
They didn't turn it over. I mean, Watauga's not in the end zone, but
yeah, not a bad idea for that play. If they had a better toss back, then the guy didn't have to wait for the bounce. But again, Watauga, a disciplined football team.
The
33 guys stayed in their lanes.
Yeah, they're going to be at the left hash mark at the 33 mark.
It just shows you that the Mustang coach recognizes what he needs to do to try to get back in this ballgame.
41-10 as we head to the midway point of the third quarter.
They only had 3.
And that time, number 0.
Wow.
Jaden Spencer goes nowhere.
Yeah, Braden Lindenmuth once again from the middle linebacker spot. I mean, just stuffed it. You know, and
they're going to say no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard.
He's looking to throw.
And here comes now Savell. Savell, he broke through, and he's on his feet. He's at the 50, the 45, and he goes out of bounds. A big first down as they move into Watauga territory.
Woo! Yeah, nice decision there by Savell. Right on that one. Lex Sevilla decided, you know what?
Man, look at this. Like a parting out of the Red Seas, he found the middle and just kept on going and driving.
Yep.
Savella now. Going now back to number 0, missed tackle, Jaden Spencer, and then they bring him down.
The guys on Watauga's edges are so disciplined right now they're doing exactly what they're taught to do. If you watch the play, they're trailing. If their guy in front of them pulls, they're going right behind him, which is exactly how you're taught to play that defense. If he disappears, you replace him, and that's what you're doing, and they're making tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Savelli throws the football. Catch made now to their number 12 for Middle Creek. That's Nicholas Picardi.
Picks up 7.
Picardi there.
Nicholas Bachardi.
Bachardi there catching the football. And they're going to get a pickup of what, about
6 or
5?
7? Yeah, so
6.
Because it was second. It was 2nd and 12. Now it's 3rd and 5. So now it's 3rd and manageable. I like the little short crossing route.
Rob. Exactly, they're moving the football. They're just
2 down territory.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Every series is 2 down territory.
Handoff.
Short.
Jaden Spencer, but he's short.
4th and 2 is going to be 2 yards short.
Spencer with the hold, the carry, and he goes about a yard too shy.
Matthew Leon leading the
That to me is a bad spot. If we watch, he got the 35 when I look at it, and they pushed him back. So I look at 4th and 1.
They're going to go for it.
You have to.
They have to. 41-10 already down, and now we got a
getting the play
clock to 20, and they're getting a call here for the play. They're getting a reset. And you hear Watauga.
Batted down.
And it's batted down.
14.
Incomplete. Number 14 on the defense of Matthew Leon. Got a paw on it, if you will.
Again, and that's what we saw last night from Millbrook as well. Go for it 3 or 4 or 5 times on 4th down and not make any of them. And that's huge because, it takes you off the field.
Yep.
The play call for me, it's just a little quick out. It's okay, but you got to know as a lineman, as an offensive lineman and a quarterback, where's my good position?
Yep.
You got the 6'5" outside guy coming off the edge. You come up, if you don't get home, put your hands up, you knock it down. So, you might look at option, something to that effect, so that you got different people with their hands on the football.
Knocking it down is as good as a sack.
Absolutely.
41-10 with Watauga now getting the football again. They just scored in their last time they had the offense on the field. And now this time, 24-5 are going to carry this guy back and say Yarborough and Loss are not going to let him get a run that time, Robbie.
Yeah, who was that, 14 for
that was 14.
Watauga? Is that Matthew Leon again?
Yep.
No gain.
Yeah, no gain. Again, I like the fact that Coach Habich is doing exactly what he said he wanted to do before the halftime, establish the running game. Okay, so they've gone to the wing tee almost exclusively here in the third quarter. They've run a modified wing tee where they've got still a wing guy, but one back. He's already in the backfield. Now they're going to go to unbalanced line to the right-hand side. One more time. Look for that counter play or something underneath to the right-hand side here.
That's just an interesting
motion by Evan Burrows. It's going to be a QB keeper, though, by Cade Keller.
QB draw off the right-hand side of the line where the heavies were at that point in time. Fake the jet motion against some eye candy that Burrows brought back across the line of scrimmage and quarterback draw. So, again, still setting on the running game. Middle Creek has made good stops on 1st and 2nd down. You got to get off the field. It's 3rd and 9. You got to get off the field. If I'm Middle Creek, I'm going to bring pressure, at this point in time. But, we got to see how they want to manage it. I would bring pressure to do something to get Keller off his spot.
Well, this far behind, if you give up something, you ain't lost anything. Might as well take a chance.
They're playing a cover 2 zone.
I just think you're going to see a little razzle-dazzle out of Watauga.
There's the hook and ladder.
Just try to, literally make some fun plays out of the deal. You've already got the big lead. Now you just try to make it fun and go to a state championship for the second time.
Yeah, and they try to hook and ladder, as Mark was saying. They threw it to the wideout. He was going to pitch it.
Is that a Varsity Blues move?
That is a Varsity Blues move, but more importantly, this is a punt. This is a punt for Watauga.
Unbelievable. I think it's the first time tonight we said they punted the football.
That's the first offensive stop of the night that that Middle Creek has held them on. So great job, and they actually called that an incomplete pass, so it's back to 4th and 9 rather than a completion and a fumble.
Right.
Let's see how Watauga.
3 minutes left in the third, and a high snap with the punt from Watauga. It'll drop it around.
Off the side of his foot, that ball.
Yeah, wow.
That's going to go out of bounds almost at midfield probably. Let's see how far he goes. Watch the white hat. He'll tell him where to stop.
So where's that going to go? About
49-yard line.
Yep. Yeah.
The 49-yard line. So maybe that's something Watauga hadn't had to do a lot of this
Middle Creek's got
year.
good field position again now. And, I mean, take advantage of this.
Yeah, they got to stop now like they said they needed to do, and now they got to go down and put points on the board. They have to.
The last drive, they were around the 25, and they just could not able to capitalize trying to get to the red zone. Now we'll see what they can do here at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. By the way, last time they scored was in the first quarter. No gain. Burrows making a stop on number 8. That's Tracy Harrington Jr.
They're going to give him the 50.
Yeah,
so a pickup of a yard, maybe? A yard?
Yeah, he gained one. Sevilla's got to keep that football. He tried to go in and stand out and then throw the ball 25 yards to his right to the outside if he was already running QB draw.
So a pickup of only 1 yard.
Hit the outside guy.
Fires, catch made. Yes, sir. They'll move the chains, first down.
I like that.
That was Harrington Jr. from the quarterback of Savella.
Yeah, you get him off the spot, you roll him, you run a combo around the outside. One guy's going deep, one guy runs a deep out. You hit the deep out because it's open, and it's a first down. Give me some more of that.
Savella to go into Harrington, and now they're going to go right up the middle. Here we go. That's going to be the number 0, Jaden Spencer.
Gain of 3.
And Mark, he goes right up the heart of the Watauga Pioneers defense, and you get at least 2 or 3 out of the deal.
That's what we can't see sitting on the Watauga sideline underneath us.
Wow.
Let me see.
What a crowd.
You wonder why they're loud?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Second down.
They traveled well.
I'm telling you, Middle Creek brought a crowd, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Look at this fire. Man.
That's in
caught.
We're going to get interference, but we got to catch anyway.
As well. He caught the football.
Yep.
Savella to 12, McCarty. There's a flag on the play.
Little stop and go.
Little hitch and go. They've done it twice. They've been open twice. The first time Savella missed them on the right side, that time he actually got him. He actually underthrew that one a little bit. Official's going to make the call here.
Pass interference. Defense number 9. That penalty's declined.
Because it's a first down, right? You can make a catch.
Take the play on the catch. And again, great catch there by the receiver from Miller Creek, stopping to get it. But if that ball is out over the top, it's a tutty. It's a because number 9 was beat.
That's right. What a job by that was right there to number 12, Nicholas Boycardi. And a QB keeper there by now, Savella.
Love the play call. Ride the belly out to the outside, and you're going to see Clayton do that play a lot tonight as well.
Oh, yes.
Ride the belly, quarterback
the
keeper.
Drive that Middle Creek has needed to do since the first quarter, Robbie and Mark.
Well, Savella just went out. I don't know on that last carry, did he get hurt? They got a new kid in here. Looks like number 2 maybe. Yeah. Is it number 2? Aiden Hoffner.
Aiden Hoffner now.
Going out of Wildcat. Or 42. They're out of Wildcat. It may be 42 is the quarterback.
It's number 42 as the quarterback.
He's going to walk in.
Ezra Job,
touchdown.
QB keeper, Ezra Job, second string quarterback coming in, and Joe puts it in the end zone. Ezra Job.
Ezra Job, a sophomore, 6'3", 215, wearing number 42.
But there is a flag on the play, as Mark just pointed down here on Chris Smith Field.
I think it's going to be personal foul.
Is that going to take away the TD from Joe?
Depends on if it's a dead ball or not. Let's see.
After the play, personal foul on the defense.
That's a touchdown.
After the play, personal foul on the offense.
Offset.
Those penalties offset.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yep. There you go. Finally. About 2
Results of the
seconds
play.
later.
Let's
He's
go,
cold
let's
too.
go, let's
He's
go.
cold too. He doesn't have a heater under him on the field. Touchdown. Middle Creek, something we haven't said, Mark Coates, that they've scored the Mustangs in a while since the first quarter.
Yeah, but you see what they did. They got back. They got protection. He was able to throw the football. You
got for 2?
No. Don't chase them. Win the half.
Just
win the half.
Go for the PAT.
Yeah, don't chase yet. I mean,
this, by the way, is Evan Bouchard. Or 17, I'm sorry. That's number 17 of Ben Ledoux. And Ledoux puts it in. Ledoux through the uprights, and there you go. All right, Mark, you were saying 41-17, but this is the drive that I think the coach of Watauga didn't want to see the Mustangs of Middle Creek do.
No, because he went from having an opportunity to make it to a running clock to the Mustangs just took that opportunity away, at least for now.
Hey, Cam, down to you for an all-state sideline report. We haven't heard from you in a while. Finally something for the Mustangs to give them something to talk about.
Yeah, that livened up this crowd. But you think with the Watauga, the way they're running it, they're going to chew up the clock. There's not going to be enough time for Middle Creek unless they can get some scores quickly here. But they're not done fighting, and they want to fight for pride as well, and win this quarter, win this half. That's what they want to do right now.
We need to pause for station identification as we're at the top of the hour. This is the 6A State Championship on the Community Radio Network.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
So glad you're joining us high above Keenan Stadium, the home of the Carolina Tar Heels, and the famous, legendary Woody Durham radio booth of the Lenovo Broadcast Center at UNC. Mark Coates, Jackie Posey, Robbie Morrell, I'm Wesley Outland. Up in the booth, down below our All-State sideline reporters, Kim Winslow covering Middle Creek and Watauga with Braxton Cutchin. And all right, so it's not a running clock. It's not a runaway, so to speak, yet by Watauga. Yeah. They got a good lead, but here comes Middle Creek trying to get back in this thing. Onside kick coming up.
They're expecting one right here. Let's see what they get.
And there it is. But quickly, Watauga says, "Oh, that's a late hit." 34, late hit, Mark. What do you think?
They're going to let it go.
He kind of went over the top of him. But, again,
wow.
I'm not sure about the execution of the onside kick to try to pooch it to a little small area.
They're going to say number 34 of Landon Parker with a late hit there.
Yeah, no.
But no
he
flags.
Was getting up. 34 was trying to jump over him, and the guy having the ball stood up and caught his leg. So
yeah,
So you agree that was no need to penalize anybody for that. That was just trying to get on the binders.
No cheap penalties tonight.
Yep.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Watauga. There's Keller. Keller going down to Evan Burrows. Go figure. This time he loses about a yard or two.
About a yard, maybe.
Yeah. Tunnel screen once again, trying to set it up. Expect them to go back to the running game again here now. See if they run. It's 2nd and 10 now. See if they don't try to run the football and then set up something to the outside for 3rd down.
If I got another playmaker, I don't know that I start using 12 as a decoy now.
Exactly right.
Because they're all over him. They're not expecting anybody else.
Cade Keller, 22 attempts, 19 completions, 224 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Not a bad night.
Not a bad night for number 10, the senior quarterback for the Pioneers of Watauga.
Ball's going out to
Burrows. We go down to a 2nd and 10. Burrows catches it. And he goes heading, trying to get a yard. He was going to actually lose, Mark, but he was able to make something out of nothing and get about a yard or two. 3rd and 8 coming up. 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they brought him in motion behind the running back and behind the quarterback and just right a little swing pass out to him. They're going to let the 3rd quarter run out here and go to the 4th quarter.
Unbelievable. Smart move. That's the 3rd quarter. The 4th is coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. The state championship for 6A. It's 41-17. We're back from Chapel Hill after this.
The North Carolina High School Athletics Association welcomes you to tonight's game. We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special. Teamwork, integrity, respect, and lifelong values that extend well beyond the scoreboard.
Being game locked in means showing up with focus, passion, and sportsmanship on the playing field, in the stands, and throughout the community. We're proud to have fans, athletes, and coaches from both schools at tonight's game who lead by example and show what it means to compete with the Cats.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other. Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Getting ready to go now for the fourth quarter.
I was just going to say, I think the Middle Creek fans are at least trying to have some fun. What is that group with the Oklahoma State fans where they take their shirts off?
The Cowboys, I think it is. Cowboys.
Yeah, there's their fans. There's a whole section. If you look to the right up on the Middle Creek side, you see a whole group of guys. They've all taken their shirts off. They're trying to
up in the top of the stands.
Yeah, Jackie, zoom in up there. There you go, up there to the far right. There it is, right there. Look at that.
Look at them fools.
Look at these guys. I love it.
Crazy.
I love it.
That's not a suntan, guys.
Future leaders of tomorrow, right there, ladies.
Keep your pants on. Just keep your pants on. Hey, look, even TV's showing them too.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what we call frostbite.
Fourth quarter, incomplete. Nobody home. Listen, and we said this, at the end of the day, there's only going to be one state champion, right? After the long road. Robbie and Mark, we said it last year, we'll say it again. But you still have something to be proud about if you're Middle Creek. You're a Eastern regional champion. You're obviously done well in your conference. So keep up the hyping, the positivity, if you will, even though you're not going to win this game here. But listen, it ain't over.
Fourth down. Are they going to
punt it? They're going to quick kick it. They're going to quick kick it.
They're going to punt the football.
Based
Second
on what
time in a
happened
row
last
now. Watauga punts the football. Ball will drop at around 31 by Burrows. Evan Burrows touching the football. Special teams, offense, defense, special teams. 5 touchdowns. Had to pick 6 to that as well.
Cuz is like a magnet.
He's all over the place.
Ball just finds him.
It just sticks to him. He's everywhere.
He certainly is.
What Watauga did right there is they just had the quarterback quick kick it because of what happened on the last actual punt attempt. There's a shank off the inside of the guy's foot, went about 9 yards. So now we'll see what happens. Middle Creek goes on and answer, guys. It's 41-24. You know, so it becomes more respectable. And these aren't garbage time touchdowns because their starters are still in for Watauga as well.
But right now it's a 4-score game.
Well, there goes the throw by
Right there.
Seville.
Yeah.
Catch made by number 10. That's Paxton. Seville to Paxton. By the way, when Seville was on the sideline, Ezra Jobe got a touchdown, number 42. It's kind of abnormal numbers for number 42 for a quarterback number, isn't it?
Well, you got to think about BYU. Now, another great play right here.
Play.
On
Look
time.
at this. Yep.
On-time pass by Sevilla. Yeah, the quarterback
Spencer,
for
there it is again.
for BYU was number 47. You know, Bear Buckmeyer was number 47 as a true freshman quarterback for BYU.
They are moving the football, Mark. They're moving the football, Jackie. They're moving the football.
As quick as the plays over, they're lining up, not even giving Watauga.
No huddle, Savelli. Yeah, there he goes. Savella. Under pressure, he'll run out of bounds. He'll get something, maybe about 2 or 3 yards shy from a first down.
It almost seemed like he heard a whistle or something and stopped.
Something, because he had 8 wide open.
Right here, he just
wide
kind
open.
of pauses.
Yep. Yeah, he had 8. They got trips to the left side, to the wide side of the field here.
You think that would have been 6 for Harrington if they
it would have been close because there was nobody within 15 yards of him.
2nd and 2, by the way.
Got the same formation. Let's see what they do. They're
This is what Coach Habich of Watauga said he feared. Middle Creek getting back in this thing, finding a way to fire and catch, and there it is. Open man. Here's fumble the football. They got back on it, though.
number 15, or 15 or 65.
That's
65.
That's a long 30. Throw. They got the football back, though, Mark.
Yeah, Tyson Thompson recovered. They ran a tunnel screen. That's a long throw. I don't like that call. But Tyson Thompson, alert as an offensive lineman, goes and gets on the football.
Tyson Thompson, the big man, covering the football up there, tighter than the lid on a pickle jar. Now a fire. It's a route. It's a catch. It's caught, and he's at the 10.
That's exactly what they needed to be doing the last 3 quarters.
You go back to Tracy Harrington Jr., Mark. He was right up the middle. He found the bullseye right to the breadbasket on the numbers, and it's 1st and goal on the 10. Middle Creek driving. Throw, end zone, touchdown! Middle Creek scores!
Where's this been the whole ball game? Did they just figure this out in the 4th quarter?
No. You look at what Watauga starters are in, but they're playing prevent.
That's number 12,
don't get me wrong. You still got to execute.
Got a little bit more people added on.
That's right. And they're calling everybody up. They're just getting everybody up.
Come on, guys.
Maybe that's the rally zone.
Nicholas Bacardi there.
If we take our shirts off, we'll get a score.
Touchdown. I think some of them are down to their shorts.
Oh, I think here goes some more going over there.
Some more running over there. They're going to go for 2. Here comes more of them. They're going to join the party. 2 points.
Hey,
caught.
Everybody go over there. Everybody go over there.
He caught it. Nicholas Belcher goes for dose, and they get 2.
It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah,
it's a 2-score game, brother.
Can you believe it?
It's a 2-score game. And what did Coach Habit say? I can't rule him out. I can't underestimate him.
That's exactly
There's still 10 minutes left to go in this ball game. You go get a stop. You go score again, all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's going on?
Oh, and by the way, Watauga Mark Coates has punted the football twice now in the game so far. First to 2 times in a row with their possessions.
Yep. And the shirtless wonders are
here
growing.
They go. There's more.
They're growing.
Some of these kids are wearing pajama pants.
Hey, look at the little kid.
Some of these kids ain't got no sense. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Mothers and fathers, you can't see this.
Accountants, lawyers,
if you have
alcoholics, they're all standing right over yonder.
If you have a youngster,
I'd be dead smack in the daggone middle.
Hey, Kim.
You said alcoholic.
Kim, are you seeing this? I mean, slowly but surely it's becoming like Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, moms and dads. If you have a child at the state championship game who attends Middle Creek, who is a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and he's a son, he has got his shirt off in the top row of the stands.
You might want to check out section 102.
If you have a sudden breakout in Watauga County of kids getting sick coming back from Chapel Hill, it's their own fault.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You know what? That's great to see, though, guys. I love it. I love it.
You're getting beat, but you're still enjoying the thrill of it. And Kim just said that, right? Hey, Kim, down to you for an All-State sideline report. They're back in this thing. Middle Creek only down by 2 scores now, 41-25, and they are quite lively on the Mustangs grandstands. Is Kim joining them? Is Kim joining them?
Is Kim dancing? I was going to tell her to. Kim, go up there and go see him.
Kim, don't take your shirt off, Kim. Don't take your shirt off.
Don't do that. Just go see him.
Coach Chadwick and Coach Jones.
Oh, Kim was talking to Coach Scott Chadwick and Coach Bennett Jones. Okay, she's talking to the coaches.
Can you do that?
What?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Talk to Jones?
Yeah, give yourself up.
Talk to the coaches?
You can give yourself up like that?
Yeah, give yourself up. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but if they'd have drilled him.
All right, Kim, you got to go up there with the dudes.
That was kind of brave right there.
You got to get up there and go.
As I walk past them, I just shaking my head. They're having fun up there.
You got to get up there and get
You got to get like 2 of them and interview them.
It's mojo for Middle Creek, so going to stop.
They keep adding. They keep going.
Yeah, they're adding on.
There's more and more people going over
and
there.
they're not fire ants going across there.
You got to paint a picture in radio, and that's exactly what they're doing at Section 102 up top on the away grandstands at Keenan Stadium. Meanwhile, back on field, 1st and 10. Watauga on the 20. And there's okay, here we go.
Good.
Got 3 defenders.
Wrap them up.
Makes a stop there, Mark. That's what they needed to do.
A 2-yard play.
That was Evan Burrows, by the way.
Yep, on an option play out to the right. He pitched it, and Middle Creek's right there. Middle Creek made some adjustments in the second at halftime to bring in the second half.
Jackie, what does Kim always say?
Momentum is a funny thing.
Momentum is a funny thing.
It is.
It could be shifting.
I told you.
10
I
minutes
told you
left,
it
by the way, to go in this game as well. 10 minutes remaining. 41-25.
See if they go with that counter play. See if they go with the counter play right here again.
I think Middle Creek went to the bus and got their
They're
gas.
going to go to Burrows instead. It's
Ball's on the ground.
fumble. It's Middle Creek.
Turnover.
Middle Creek
Turnover.
Yes.
Turnover, Watauga, first one of the night.
There it is.
In the red zone for Middle Creek.
There it
it's
is.
the Mustangs football.
There it is. You, like I said, you keep playing. You keep playing, guys. You keep playing. Win the half. Win the second half.
By the way, that's number 9 of Cullen Hunt that gets the fumble mark, Coach. Look at this. Drop ball drops. Watauga live ball. Hunt covers it up.
Yeah, Keller got smacked by Connor Smith before he pitched the football, and the pitch was low out to Burrows. Now listen to the crowd.
You got to paint a picture in radio. It's palpable just over there. A roaring crescendo.
Run it up. There you go.
That is the crowd from the away side of the stadium. And Harrington running the football. Mark, momentum shifting. What do you think, boss?
Yeah. I mean, turnover. Let's see if they put it in the end zone.
Let's go.
This is a gift.
It's a one-score. If they can narrow this down to a one-score game with less than 9 minutes to go, they have done something.
Fire.
They just did.
End zone.
It's picked off. Oh, no, not picked
it's
off.
incomplete. It's on the ground. Incomplete.
Holy moly.
Incomplete.
That was almost, I'd hate to say the play of the game, but watch Burrows lay out to try to get this pick.
Savella to Tracy Harrington Jr.
It went through his hands.
And Evan Burrows made another big stop. He might not have got an interception, but he made a stop there on Harrington.
Wow.
It is 3rd and 2.
Come on, guys.
In
you
the
got
red
2
zone,
yards to make it up.
in the W Energy red zone for the Middle Creek Mustangs, and they're
Run
going to
it.
keep
There you
it
go.
quarterback
First down.
Savella
That's
up the
the
field.
big sophomore, 42.
That's exactly what they needed to do.
Yes, Job, Ezra Job, who scored earlier. Ezra Job, number 42, back in. Listen to this crowd, Robbie.
Love it.
Unbelievable.
Love it.
This is why we love what we do. Ezra Job,
Look, they're shifting over
QB
to
keeper. He's
the
going to
second
drive, looking for his second TD of the night. He'll go around
Gets
the
down to about the
7
7 or 8.
down. Yep, drops
Picks
at
up
the
3.
7.
Picks up 3, bring up second goal.
That was Ezra Job and Nicholas Bacarity. And now we got 2 wide receivers to the right. Here comes now Job. And they got him.
They just running power football.
Fumble. And Middle Creek got it back. Middle Creek did get the football back.
Yeah, now Savilla's coming back in so that they can, do something a little different on third down.
That was number 55, Stanley Petrovich, that saved the game right there on the red zone.
Yeah, ball came out, and there it is. Boom.
Wow.
Nice awareness by
Petrovich
55.
was there to save it. 55, double nickel. And I think that's your center.
Holy moly.
Here we go. Petrovich ready to go. Back to Savelli.
Come on, baby. Come on,
He's
baby.
got
Come
a
on.
gap.
Come on.
He's
Go up. Go up. Go up.
They're going to
He's got
snatch
him.
him up, and he drops at the 5.
Oh, that's
It's going to be close.
Hey! Over there!
4th and goal from the 6, guys. 4th and goal
The
from the 6.
referee had his mic on, and he was saying, over there.
Yeah, he was telling the Watauga player to get back on his side of the
You
football.
got to go for it.
Oh, yeah, it's 4th goal.
4th and goal. 4th and goal. Middle Creek, 4th down.
Oh, man. Come on. You ran right into it.
Fires open. Batted away.
number 14.
Matthew
14.
Leon batted it away. It's incomplete.
Wow, what a stand.
Turnover on downs, back to Watauga, but they're going to be at around the 5-6 yard line there.
Did he
Robbie.
wait too late to throw it?
Yes. Ball's late. I'm not a fan of the first 2 play calls on 1st and goal with the
Unbelievable.
quarterback power. Just running power with your big guy. It's not what got you to that point. It's not what got you down there. Run what you did the first, the drive before. Now, granted, turnover sets you up on the 18-yard line. You get 1st and goal inside the 10. You run 2 power plays, and then you just didn't get nothing out of it. I don't like that play call. But, hey, you know what? They thought they had something they could manipulate. It didn't work for them out, so now here we go.
I think you pressure Watauga again, make them fumble or intercept the football. Here we go.
Up the middle.
And that's up the middle there by number Leon.
14.
Number 14,
Yeah.
Matthew Leon.
And if I'm Watauga, that's the exact approach I'm going to take. I'm going to go to the wing tee, run the 4 sets, belly buck, down and buck, or sweep, and trap, and just run the counter, run the wing tee out of it. The triple option, here it is. Hand it off, go to the outside, whatever. First play was that inside dive play. They shifted over to strength on the right side here. Let's see
Here
if
it
they don't
is
come
now,
back to that
second
side.
and 5. A pickup of Leon of 5 for Watauga.
Yeah, and Keller's watching the play clock to get out inside about
Play
8
clock
seconds.
down to 7, 6, 5.
There's the inside counter.
And there goes Keller now to number 8. That's Bowen Mayo.
One. Maybe.
It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Mayo brought down by number 21, Quinn Newman.
It's going to be 3rd and 4 again, guys.
I mean, this would be 3 straight times in a row, Mark, Coach, that Watauga has not been able to sustain a drive, and they got to punt the football.
Well, it's 2 down territory. It's third down and about 3.
That whole section is full now.
It's a party over there. They're showing them on TV again. Here we go now. 3rd and 3.
Got
Middle
5
Creek
minute
trying
front.
to get a big stop here. Heading to the midway point of the 4th.
Boom.
And
Oh,
it's
he
up
breaks
the
it.
middle. First down and more. That is Leon with the football right up the middle of the heart of the Mustangs defense, Robbie.
Yeah, they just went straight back to the dive play again. We talked about it. He picked up 5 yards. He's running hard. 14 Leon.
And they get a play here. They'll make a call. They'll get ready to come back to the huddle. And
yeah, and they'll start managing the clock now with 5 minutes left to go. They'll won't snap the ball before you get inside 5 seconds.
Mark, Middle Creek put up a fight. They just can't. They just couldn't capitalize from these things here. They go back to Matthew Leon. Breakaway. He turned.
Dude, put your shoulder down and go get 3 more yards.
And when he turned,
put your shoulder down.
Turn and burn. Instead, he crashed and burned there when he turned.
He tried to be the X on the Xbox, the button on the head, the X or the O, which was it? Tried to spin out of it and fell down.
So if it was a Atari back in the day for me, what would that button be, right?
Bing. We played Pong in my day because I got 2 by 15. Okay?
Remember pole position?
I remember Galaga and there was one called Pitfall.
I'm so old. I remember a little tennis game.
Yeah,
Pong. Exactly.
Pong.
Bing, bing, yeah, bing. And then they got faster. Bing, 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 bing.
2nd and 5.
Timeout, Watauga.
A timeout being taken by the Pioneers. Will step away and will take one with them as well.
Watauga. The second charge timeout at half.
Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NCHSAA and the Ad Council.
I don't think Braxton was moving around, dancing as much as he normally does with the. That's his theme song. Check the back seat.
Check the back seat.
Yeah. Braxton's probably trying to stay warm, if you will. So,
you know, Wes, I'm sitting there looking at 3rd quarter stats coming out. Again, there wasn't a huge discrepancy. It's about 70 yards. Remember, it was 80 at halftime.
Yes.
So it's about 77 yards here. So, the 3rd quarter was pretty even.
Balanced.
Pretty even for the 3rd quarter there. This 4th quarter, Middle Creek is, to me, has outgained Watauga, obviously, and they've taken kind of control. But was it too late? Was it a bit too late?
Yeah.
2nd and 5 for Watauga on the 25-yard line. Back in the wing tee, run the triple option. Quarterback's got the football.
Here we go.
First down.
Coming up, Clayton Comets, Grimsley Worley 7A state championship. Next on CRN as soon as we finish up this one. As Watauga, as you heard Mark say, first down, they get another first down out of the deal, Robbie.
All right, Robbie, set the tone.
Mark.
4 minutes, 15 seconds, 1st and 10. Middle Creek has 3 timeouts.
I was just about to say.
How do you manage this last 4 minutes?
I was just about to say they've got to use them now. If they get a short gain here or a loss of something, they got to call a timeout. They've got to use their timeouts. You can't keep them in your pocket. I was just about to go there, Mark, before you brought it up.
Middle Creek has 3. Watauga has 1. 1st and 10, Watauga.
Here comes zone dive.
That's Keller. Going to go now back to Leon.
Call your timeout, Coach. You got a short gain of 2. Go ahead and call a timeout.
Matthew Leon with the carry, number 7 with the takedown by Davis Pritchard.
And see, for me now, if I'm Watauga, I got 35 and 30. So my play clock and my regular clock are about 1 second difference. So I've got 30 seconds. I'm gonna take this all the way down to 3 minutes. And if I get another stop and he doesn't use another one, I'm gonna take it inside 2 minutes almost, inside 2:20 before I snap the football again.
That was, by the way, Mark Smith as well as Davis Pritchard. He's getting credited for the tackle, but Pritchard was right there with him. Here we go now with a 2nd and 9.
Coach Jacobs has got to use his timeout on this and to get another short gain.
3 minutes left. Burrows is moving up the middle. Going nowhere.
Nowhere, line of scrimmage.
Goes Leon, and they blow the whistle. Number 14, Matthew Leon.
All right, so Coach has got him. This ball will probably not be snapped before 2:20, like I just said a minute ago.
Right.
Because you got 29 seconds on the play clock, and Coach Jacobs is not using his timeout. So
is this not smart?
If they get a first down
not
here,
smart clock management, if you will, Robbie.
Well, yeah, because it's a 2-possession game, and if you call time after the first play, you're still up around 4 minutes.
Right.
They let the clock go down to 3:50, snapped it. You didn't call it after another short gain. It's 3rd and 9.
You're about to give Middle Creek the football back unless the play happens.
You're going to have very little time now.
And Watauga.
3rd and 9.
Watauga takes their own.
Watauga will take a timeout.
Timeout. Watauga. Their final charge timeout of the half.
So Watauga Pioneers have used all of their timeouts. They're exhausted. Middle Creek still has 3 as we step away from Chapel Hill as well.
I don't know if they're going to do them no good.
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout.
On hate.
Together.
Everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
but I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Thank you for sharing. I'm nice and toasty in my legs right now. Here we go with Keller. Option going to Leon again.
First down.
Maybe.
And there it is.
First down.
Gave it to him. Ball game.
And my apologies, that's actually number 12 again of Evan Burrows. Evan Burrows first down. There was a time where Burrows kind of went silent, and then we saw number 14 of Matthew Leon get something, and this should pretty much seal the deal right here. You hear the Watauga crowd behind us below, and it's like they're right here up in the booth with us right now from the crowd.
Yeah, this snap's going to happen. This snap's going to happen in about a minute 45. We'll see if Coach Jacobs wants to take them now.
Now, we were saying during radio timeout, Mark, you were saying that was poor clock management by Middle Creek. You said you feel like they just gave up. They did not carefully try to find a way to use the clock.
Now he's using his timeout.
Now it's too late.
It's too late now?
Yeah.
No, it's too late.
Yeah, if you get 3 stops now,
Timeout. Middle Creek. First charge timeout of the half.
They got 1 timeout, 2 remaining, and the first timeout in the fourth quarter with 1:41 left to go in regulation.
Best case scenario, you're going to get the football back with a minute 25. If you take 4.5, Gary's thought process, 4.5 seconds of play, your next play goes to 137, then you go to 133, then you got to punt the ball and you're down at 128. And that so you get the ball back with 1:28, you're 2 scores down.
And you think about how much time they've chewed
Yes,
just
Cam.
with this
Yes,
short.
Cam,
I mean,
you're right.
this drive started with 7:23, I think, left on the clock at their own 6-yard line. They're not even quite at midfield yet.
And I brought it up to you at 4 minutes and 16 seconds, and it's 1:41.
Yeah, and like I said, and I was just saying, they got to use their timeouts right now. And if they'd have done that, we'd still be in the 3.5-minute range probably now.
Correct, but you're not.
But you're not. Now you're at 1:40. You theoretically can get rid of this ball game in 3 snaps if Coach Jacobs doesn't take his timeouts. If he does take them, you're going to get the ball back with 1:20.
And now, do you just do the timeouts now just to tick off the other team? Because
no, you go ahead and use them, but
it's not smart now, right? You're just throwing them away.
Now it doesn't matter.
He's hoping he'll get a turnover here, which I reckon you could.
It could be right now. It's going to be for 2nd and 8.
Inside counter.
And there goes a drive up to the right.
49.
That's number 8 running the football there for
Bowen
Mayo.
It's going to be 3rd and 3.
There's another timeout. 95 seconds left in regulation.
Middle Creek.
So that play took 6 seconds.
Time into the half.
That play took 6 seconds. You run another one. You're at 1:29. You call your timeout. Now you punt the football, and you run another 8 seconds off. You're at 1:21, 1:22, and you got the football back. 2 scores down with 70 to go.
Or you get 3.5 yards, get the first down, and the ball game's over with.
Hey, Braxton, is the reality beginning to settle in down for an All-State Sideline report that Watauga is literally 95 seconds away from their 2nd state title, something they've not done since the 70s?
Yeah, it's setting in right now, and you can see on their faces that it is all business. They need to get 3 yards, and they've got a state championship in their hands. All the fans are on their feet. You can see it. They've been on their feet for about the last 5 or 6 minutes, and reality's starting to set in. All they need is those 3 yards.
Yeah, it's setting in because our shirtless section over there is breaking up with their shirts back on.
Yeah, the reality is settling in or they're done freezing.
One of the two.
Their cryotherapy session is over with.
Yeah.
One or the other. They're done freezing.
All right, so big play right here. This is either ball game when they get a first down, or they're gonna get rid of the football. But if I'm Watauga, I'm gonna go for it on 4th down.
Why not?
What have I got to lose?
Trying to score?
No, just get the first down.
Just trying to get it in.
It's 2 downs to get 3 yards.
Number 12 is the up back here on the left.
That's Evan Burrows.
14's getting the ball in the dive play.
Burrows does not get the football. There he goes. He's got it now. There's a flag on the play, though, as he gets a first down. He'll drop at the 45, but there's a flag.
Illegal shift.
So offensive penalty.
Yeah.
So this will be what, a 10-yard? 5.
Illegal shift
3rd and 8.
on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 8. They'll replay the down. It's 3rd and 8 coming up here.
Yeah, they were getting very, very close to getting this penalty thrown a couple plays in this drive, but they just got 2 guys moving at the same time. And that was the wing side guy on the far side came in motion, reversed out, and then the front side wing guy went on in.
And Mark, that was just to make sure you were awake.
I'm going to tell you what.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Jackie.
I got pizza.
Oh, okay, cool. Every media person got pizza, I guess?
No, they just got one for us, but
we're all just
there's a bunch of them out there.
God,
man.
Mighty knows.
Ref, you left your mic on. Mic is hot.
That was a live ball foul.
No.
Okay.
He's talking to everybody now.
Yeah.
That was a live
He
ball
just
foul.
realized
So they're
shut it off.
Yeah,
just shut it off.
This is a private discussion we don't need to know about. Kim, down
Well,
to
no,
you.
they're talking because the clock was running
Yes, correct.
Gotcha.
after the
Okay.
penalty, and
But it's a live ball foul, so it's supposed to be starting back up.
Live ball foul. There you go. All right, so the clock is down to 1:11 left to go. Triple. Nope, they just reset it. 1:35.
That's what. But now they're supposed to wind it. They'll wind it.
So the clock will run.
Clock's not running.
On the snap.
Clock's not running. Play clock's down to 15.
Yeah, the game clock will start on the snap.
And there we get some whistles again here. And I think the referee's trying to
Yeah.
restore some order and confusion.
Yeah. What we're saying here is that it is a live ball foul. Okay. And so in that situation, it should be that the play clock also runs.
Right.
okay, in addition to the game clock. The game clock will run with the play clock. And that's what we're trying to get to here is 1:35, start the clock.
Please place 1 minute, 11 seconds on the clock.
That's what I was saying.
So there was 135, then it was 111, now it's 135, now it's 111 again.
Yeah.
So whoever did it, they were right the first time.
Yes, correct. That is correct. Now you got to wind the clock, all of them,
at the same time. And
There
now
it
it's
goes. There
down.
it goes.
Now they're about 2 seconds
now
off.
you got 20 seconds. This ball doesn't get snapped until you got 45 seconds left.
That is correct.
But the play clock was about 2 seconds ahead of the start clock, the play clock, than the time clock, I meant to say. All right, here we go. Under a minute remaining.
He's open.
And there goes Keller. Fire, end zone, catch made. Guess who it is? Touchdown.
No,
it's not Evan Burrows. It's number 9. Niall Pease puts the dagger in the heart of the Mustangs of Middle Creek with that touchdown for Watauga to end the game.
47-25.
Yep.
They're not within 5 yards of them.
Well,
that's close to 75 points of offense.
Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah. Well, you're about to have your 73rd one right now, I think, if they make this extra point. Well, I said anybody got the over under 115.
They will go for the PAT, and it will make it 48-25 as number 9, Niles Pays, the one that caught it. And they'll take a knee. They took a knee. They didn't even go for the extra point. They just took a knee.
Yeah, Middle Creek was not expecting that on 3rd and 8. And Watauga said, you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to get the first down and the score.
Braxton, it's beginning to sound a lot like a state championship coming to Watauga, especially after that defining touchdown by Pays right there. 47-25 with 43 seconds remaining in regulation.
Number 12 and number 10 embrace on the sideline.
Yeah, you're 100% right. The Watauga crowd is loud. They were just, after that knee, they had the flags going. Everyone was feeling it. Reality has now set in for the Pioneers. They're going to be state champions.
For the second time. First time was back in a 3A title in 1978. So it's been a while, Robbie Worrell. Been a long time.
Here's the first. They just showed the play of the game is Burrows with the pick 6. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Keller, the quarterback, is the offensive player of the game.
Yes.
The overall game MVP, obviously,
is Burrows. Defensive player, Burrows.
MVP.
What do you think?
No, I don't think you give them both to him. You're giving the overall MVP. Keller gets the offensive MVP, and you look at probably maybe Mayo or the back.
Maybe Smith. Matthew Leon.
Yeah, 14, Matthew Leon.
Yeah.
So one of those guys at the defensive side. But I got to tell you, that fourth quarter was really exciting.
Bowen Mayo did good on defense as well.
Yeah.
Number 8, Bowen Mayo.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
Here it is. There's the kick, and it's going to go down to Middle Creek. Midfield, he goes down. That's Pritchard running the football, Davis Pritchard. And this game is down to 36 seconds remaining in regulation.
Yeah, you probably got 4 plays tops because, again, you got no timeouts. If you throw the ball deep, you got to get everybody to get back. So they got to come back. So now it's a 12-second runoff or whatever, from that's that point. But look and see what they do. I mean, they may try something short, to just progressively get down. But we'll just have to see.
I hate to say it, but it's a 3-score game. So even if they score,
this game's over.
It's
hands down. But it's just play to the whistle blows, like Jack Lingle says at Marshall, right?
Absolutely.
Play to the whistle blows as there goes Savali running the football. Actually, correction, that's 0. No, that is Savella. He's down. Got a little shook up there for a minute. Now we got a Watauga player slow getting up. Now they both get up and walk away.
You got 2 plays left.
That was number 15 of John Wilson Mills on the tackle. And Savella throws the football. Batted away, tipped and touched by number 5. He got a paw on it, if you will. Devon Lucas got a paw on it.
Timing was off just a little bit. The zone was there. The receiver was there. The ball was late. It's got to be there on the break. It's got to be to where when the receiver puts his foot in the ground and makes that interior break for the curl route, ball's already got to be in the air. He's got to turn, be able to set himself and catch the football.
Yeah, LeCue there Lucas got a hand on it there. So
this will
all right, this should be it right here. 8 seconds remaining.
Maybe.
Reality settling in. Middle Creek, they got one more play left in them. But this pretty much game is so done. Here comes now Savelli. He'll now go to number 12. That's going to be Bricotti. Bricotti gets out of bounds. Clock expires. Game is over. And for the first time since 1978, ladies and gentlemen, the Watauga Pioneers are the state champions of 6A football in 2025 under the NCHSAA banner, and they will end their season at 15-0.
Yeah. The perfect ending to the perfect season, and that's what you've got. You got the perfect ending to the perfect season.
Check out the big man doing the summers.
Exactly. Big man down there doing something. 54 for Watauga is Crew Stoddard is doing cartwheels on the field.
I love it. Celebration on the big man celebrating there. As now both teams come together, coaches, assistants, and they give the congratulatory fist pounds, high fives, hugs, and handshakes, Robbie. And that's honestly what the true game's all about. 47-25. This was one we will never forget. What a game.
Yeah, this was really good. It got ugly there for the second quarter for a little bit. Little separation by Watauga. But I got to tell you, like I said, quite honestly, when you look at the second half, Middle Creek played much better football in the second half. They didn't turn the ball over. Okay, which enabled them to go on and cut the deficit. The last touchdown for me, for Watauga.
It's a jump.
Yeah, great play, whatever. That's kind of what we call a trash time tutty. They got it. But Middle Creek in that middle of that fourth quarter with 10 minutes left was within a possession and had the football first and goal from the 9 and couldn't get it in.
Watauga hold 'em.
They make that right there, and it's a one-possession game.
Yep.
In the last 7 minutes, it's a different story.
Yep.
A really, really, really good ball game there in the second half.
The celebration is on, obviously.
Who's
But a little cool in the game.
There you go.
Down, buddy.
Got the cool in the gang on him.
Yes, sir. I mean, I worked in radio for about 20 years, Cool in the gang playing there. And the celebration is on. The Watauga Pioneers win the championship of 6A 47-25. Mark, what were we saying?
What would it be if we didn't have the music of years past for today?
I mean, I love it. It's coming back. Think of all the bands of yesterday coming back now on tour.
That's what I'm saying.
This song is from 1983 or 84.
Yeah.
And these kids don't even know who sings it. They have no clue. They have no idea.
They just mean to celebrate.
Yeah, let's go.
Celebrate.
Let's
celebrate.
Exactly. Like what in the world? So.
What? Yeah, but you know something. Okay, and I'm gonna try my best to be politically correct. But whatever happened,
here he goes.
Whatever happened to the "We Are the Champions"?
The Queen, baby.
The
Queen.
That was on last night.
Yeah,
it was.
We Are the Champions. You can play that.
Not the celebratory.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, something that we have not done until tonight is be able to hear the ceremonies. Let's go to the public address announcer, my good friend from Green Level here at Chapel Hill, Rob Conant, and the ceremonies.
Commissioner Q. Tucker, Vice President Mark Garrett, and Past President Chris Blanton. Wells Fargo is the official sponsor of the NCHSAA Awards program. At this time, we ask that the captains and head coach of Middle Creek come forward to receive the state runner-up plaque.
And the runner-ups, which is the Middle Creek Mustangs, will now come and be acknowledged with a plaque for being the Eastern Regional Champions. Hold their head high, though, Robbie. They still get some hardware and a hard-fought game for them at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Great season for them. Bring the 4 captains out who took the coin toss this afternoon. Bring them out again right now. Let them get the hardware, and they can still celebrate their accomplishments for 2025.
By the way, our good buddy Rob Conant handling public address as they will.
At this time, we recognize Coach Jacobs from the state runner-up Mustangs. And join us in a round of applause for Middle Creek on their outstanding 2025 season. And now, introducing the 2025 North Carolina High School Athletic Association 6A state champions, the Watauga Pioneers. Captains and head coach of the state champs receiving the championship plaque and their championship banner. Members of the state champions will also be receiving special commemorative t-shirts.
First time since 1978, the Watauga Pioneers are state champions.
Take it to the mountains, brother.
That's exactly right. It is in the mountains, about 300 miles from here.
Yeah, take it back to the mountains.
Watauga County.
They say Boone, but I don't,
What do you say, Robbie?
North of Boone.
North of Boone, yeah.
Up there around Jefferson.
We'll turn it back over to Rob Conant in just a moment for the special award presentations from the media for the state championships of 6A. Who's going to be the offensive, defensive players of the game, and most importantly, the game MVP. When it's all said and done, we're going to find out in a moment.
Fans were also pleased to honor several outstanding individual performances in this 6A championship game. The awards are sponsored by the Carolina Panthers. First for the state runners-up, outstanding defensive player in this championship game, as selected by media representatives covering this championship game. From Middle Creek, defensive player of the game, Derek Morton.
Derek Morton obviously going to be recognized.
Great honor for that young man right there.
He's a free safety, strong safety senior, number 5 there, Robbie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my place there for a second.
Okay, played his heart out. It just came up short. But like I said, he should be proud of what he's accomplished as well. Great game tonight.
And now the offensive player.
And the outstanding offensive player award for Middle Creek goes to Lex Sevilla.
Only fitting, the quarterback. He did a phenomenal job. Lex Sevilla, Mark Coates, made some great plays, a lot of good times, but just was not able to sustain those last couple of big drives in the third and that fourth quarter especially.
As Robbie said earlier, you down there on the inside the 10-yard line with an opportunity to turn it into a one possession game.
Yeah, you're giving gifts twice, and you can't score from it.
Yeah, I'm excited about
and
this.
And now for the state champions, our outstanding defensive player in this championship, once again selected by media representatives. For Watauga, John Wilson Mills.
Number 55, I think is who it is.
That's number 55. John Wilson Mills is 15, the linebacker, sophomore linebacker, running back. I think they just had to pick somebody besides Burrows.
Yeah, because I'm afraid he might get all three of the offensive.
Offense, defense, and the MVP, but it ain't going to happen that way. Here we go.
Offensive Player Award goes to Cade Keller.
You called it. The quarterback, Cade Keller. And I really believe, Jackie, number 12, Evan Burrows, you predicted MVP of the game?
No, yeah, MVP. If you give it all to him, you might as well just go ahead and give all of it to him.
You couldn't get the odds. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You could not get odds from Vegas on that one.
But you know who's going to get it, though. You know who it is.
Back in the
Fans,
day.
there were many outstanding individual performances in tonight's NCHSAA state championship. However, one player stood out. This individual has been selected by a panel of media as the championship's most valuable player, presented by Morgan.
Yep.
The MVP for the 6A state championship, finishing with 14 catches, 149 receiving yards, 46 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns on offense, and 2 interceptions on defense.
And 1 pick 6.
Evan Burrows.
And a pick 6. And there it is. You knew it was going to happen. Yeah. What a moment. Jackie, zoom in on that guy. He deserves it as Q Tucker congratulates him. There's Q Tucker with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Thanks again to Morgan for their continued support of the.
What a strong player. Thank you, Rob. By the way, Rob Conant.
great guy. You know, he's a senior. He's 5'9", $150, and he played like he was 6'3", 220. I tell you, I mean, great job tonight by both squads. You know, by both squads. Great season. You know, it's just there can only be one state champion. You've said it a couple times. You know?
The radio crew for Watauga's behind us. Big thumbs up to you guys.
Yeah, like I said, there can only be one state champion, and there's got to be one runner-up, and it is what it is. But nothing to take away, as we said last night, to Middle Creek season 14-3, I think now, or 13-3, something like that. You know, great season for them. I'm excited about their future because Sevilla comes back, the freshman comes back, 42, the other quarterback.
That's exactly right.
Ezra Job, or the sophomore, comes back. He's a sophomore.
Yep.
But then they get a couple of their receivers back. I think
they'll be 11-3 overall and 14-0. By the way, the perfect season for Watauga.
Yeah. So you look at that, and so there's good things for Middle Creek to come. There's good things for Watauga to come. I love what Coach Habich is doing up there. You know, converting some things over. He kind of took his Wake County offense up to Watauga and put it in play up there, and they ran ramshot over everybody all year. Averaged 46 a game. You know, gave up no more than 20 any game. You know, when you look at it, I got their stuff. I'm sorry, they did give up 28 in the regional quarters.
That's right.
But during the regular season, 7-0, 14-7, 20-0. You know, so great job over there up at Watauga. So congratulations to them. Your 6A state champs.
And by the way, can I throw something out here too, Mark and Robbie? You're looking at stats. They just barely got by through Northern Guilford in the regional final for the West, 43-42 to make it to state.
Yeah, and that was a late score, by the way. You know, I was watching some of those highlights today on Max Preps. That was a late score in that ball game, to keep that as a 1-point game to win it.
Kim and Jackie are on the sidelines. I'm sorry, not Jackie. I'm sorry. Kim and Braxton are on the sidelines. Jackie, you were going to add something there at the end.
What was your final take? Back in the day, when I was growing up, and my brother played sports, it didn't matter who got the trophy. You fought like hell to take all of them home.
Yeah.
So back in the day, Burroughs would have taken all of them home.
Offense, defense,
you got to spread the love around that.
Now you got to spread the love.
You can't make more out of one than you can the other.
You got to spread it out. Jackie, I thank you, and Braxton and Kim are on the sidelines. What you got, guys? Go ahead, down to you.
Yeah, I'll just close
An
it out
emotional
as
win.
far as with
right.
Or you got it.
Yeah, I got it, Kim.
Go ahead.
Coach, emotional win, right? Seemed to dominate the first half seemingly, and then Middle Creek kind of started creeping back in there. What did you tell your guys to keep their composure? Because it seemed as if in the biggest moment they showed up.
Yeah, no doubt. Our guys, I mean, you look at our playoff and Northern Guilford is, we always say, hey, this win. And I know we jumped on this, but we still had to find a way to win. Is that things happen, we're not going to give up. And that all year is team attack every challenge and adversity with a growth mindset. So when bad things happen, learn from it and move on and stay in a fight. And I can't say enough about the players, man. Players make plays, players win games, and our players stepped up when we needed them to step up and made a lot of plays for us.
Just right there a second ago, the senior picture. What has this group meant to you specifically, aside from the state championship all year? What has the senior class meant to you especially?
What's special? We had a good senior bunch last year, lost good seniors, lost a lot of starters from last year. Seeing a lot of people didn't think that, we're going to be very good this year. And these guys, a lot of leadership meetings throughout the offseason in January, and February, and March. And we always want to reach our full potential as a team while representing our team, scoring community in a positive way. I can't say enough about the senior bunch because they did that today, but they did it all year long.
Watauga Pioneers. Congratulations, Coach.
That is the head coach of the Watauga Pioneers, Ryan Havoc. And now Kim Winslow, back down to you. Kim, I think you had somebody. Back down to you if you can grab them. Go ahead.
No, they're all kind of consoling each other, but I listened a little bit to Coach, and he said, look, be proud. Yes, it is disappointing.
That's right. Yeah.
But hey, hold your heads high. This is something still to be proud of. Get back to work next season. But I did want to make a comment just about the game in general. Just the sportsmanship throughout the game.
Yes.
There was the one, offsetting personal foul penalties, but wasn't much. But in the other games, you kind of see it get a little chippy, and we really didn't see that in this game.
We did.
And I thought, Middle Creek, they were obviously disappointed for a lot of the game, but they held their heads high and they acted with class as they go out tonight.
And the play that Kim's talking about, I've watched it. There were two competitors locked in, driving one another, fighting, for the game. So yeah, it was called as unsportsmanlike, but there was nothing really unsportsmanlike about the actions. They were just blocking one another and competing.
All right. Well, we are getting ready to go off the air. And wait, let's go off the air first. Okay. We're going to go off the air, and then we'll reset. We're going to come back at 7:15. 7:15 for the Grimsley Whirlies and the Clayton Comets. And obviously, we've got to let these other radio guys make some adjustments and do some things. So we're going to jump off the air here. 47-25, the final. A great one here for the 6A title for Watauga. For Jackie Posey, Robbie Morrell, Mark Coates, our All-State sideline reporters, Braxton Cutchin and Kim Winslow. Apologies for getting off so quickly, but we got to make some changes so the other radio crew can get ready to go. I'm Wesley Outland. Clayton Grimsley coming up 7:15. Good night from Chapel Hill. We're back in 30 minutes.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media and Facebook at CRN Community Radio Network. Also, check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen to the games live on your radio dial at 87.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always at wearecrn.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.